the Real Sports Scope, the NFL Draft Show with Mad New Yorker. Folks, we've got a ton of guests coming up here. Tonight, we're going to cover the entire first round of the NFL Draft. Bear with me. But anyways, got a great show with you for tonight. First guest, obviously, Mad New York will be up here shortly, but we'll have Coach Kevin Carroll come in just before the Titans pick. Julian Murdick, three-star quarterback commit for Chicago State University in their inaugural season, followed by Jason Patterson coming back just before the Chiefs pick, who covers the Chiefs, talk about who he thinks they're going to pick at 9 and at 29 if they pick there, as well. And, of course, my neighbor Roy going to come in and talk about the Steelers. Remember, Steelers made a coaching change there. Well, you know, Mike Tomlin stepped down. And, of course, you got Mike McCarthy there and his brother Fred, big Bears fan. Going to talk a little Chicago Bears with him. I've reached out to the Philly sports guy, my man Jamie Pax. He's actually at the draft. He's pretty well known. I don't know if he's going to be in. He didn't get back to me yet, but he might come in. He's actually at the draft in Pittsburgh. So, got a huge show with you on for tonight. Stand by. We'll take our first break. I think we're probably going to take one around pick 15. Folks, we've got sound effects.
Got to get to the 8.
This is going to be a very good show. This can rival the networks, folks. This can rival the networks, folks. So stand by. We'll take one of our breaks here, and we will be back here momentarily and hit the ground running here on the Real Sports Scope. Hello, Sports Scope followers. The program has seen tremendous growth since going 5 days a week. I just wanted to thank everybody for your cash contributions and sharing the program with friends and families. Just a reminder, if you want to contribute to the program, go to the Cash App, the cash sign, and Sports Scope. There are other ways to contribute to the program listed at the bottom of the screen. If you want to advertise on the program, go to sports, that is sports with an S, another S, scope, SKOPE, at gmail.com, just like it's listed at the bottom of the screen. Thank you and enjoy the program. Okay, folks, I'm live here back. And, of course, the Raiders are on the clock as we speak here. By the way, you know, I'm still waiting for the Mad New Yorker to come on. I hope he got my link here. Anyways, I wanted to thank all my riders here. My Uber riders gave out a lot of cards this week. Thank you for the tips, but also subscribing to the channel here. Really wanted to thank you all for coming on and subscribing. Got a lot of supporters from my Uber riders. So thank you very much. Again, the Raiders are on the clock. This is an 8-minute clock here. So we think it's going to be Fernando Mendoza. There goes the Mad New Yorker. Let's go ahead. Cannot believe he's late for the draft show. Man, you slipping, you falling. He can't get up, but we'll give him a round of applause anyway. You there, Chief? Okay.
Yeah, man, there's been a lot of issues around the neighborhood with the Wi-Fi and the internet.
Wow. Everybody on the draft show. I don't know.
It's a neighborhood thing. Thank you for having me on, bro.
Good. I can hear you. You sound great. Look great. You know, since the last time we talked, the Giants did not have the 10th pick. Dexter Lawrence wanted out of town. I had my take on Monday. It feels like somewhat of a win-win, kind of somewhat of a desperate move by Cincinnati. I think it's a great move by the Giants to get a 10th pick overall. What's your thoughts about that? First of all, them trading Dexter Lawrence, getting the 10th pick from the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah, man, it was good for them to get rid of him of contractual as well as being a player that didn't want to be, didn't sound like he wanted to be there. That's a good move for the team. Like I said, you got to build a spirit of core, and asking for more money when the changes come in and everything's on the up. That just sounds like something crazy, because he did, like we mentioned, he wasn't even going to try to prove himself to get a bigger contract, considering the year he had prior to that. So, Gray riddance, I guess. Thank you for your service, and now we move on.
Good riddance. So, what would you like to see them do with that pick? If you're in charge up there in New York.
Yeah, so my thing is just, the defense is not that bad, even with Dexter Lawrence not signing. They have a lot of holes to fill in New York, and just to take the first rounder, and then you have to comply with the rules and the regulations of signing bonuses and money wise. I would try to move away from both round number one picks and just go and see if you can get second and third round picks and build that depth. And people might think that I sound crazy, but also got to realize that rookies hit a wall. So if you're getting a number one draft pick rookie, you're expecting them to play the whole game. And right now we saw already what happened for the last two picks that we had in the top 10, and Thibodeau and as well as Carter, and they haven't been doing great. They're not doing bad, but I would rather see.
Carter got it together towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but that's a top pick that everybody came in saying that he came in saying he wanted Lawrence Taylor's number. People were touting him as the best, one of the top ranking defenders on the board. Like you can't get a season like that out of a number one pick. Even though everything is is up for
debate.
Is up in the air, but I mean, I would rather build a team, get second and third rounders, get guys that are a little bit more hungry.
Yeah,
really didn't get that NIL number. Also played in schools where they played, 3+ years. Less injuries. Those kind of guys. Just build a team up, and you already got the core players there. So just
okay. What's your thoughts about this Jordan Tyson guy? Them possibly taking, and I'm just being honest with you, he's very injury prone player.
I know that's what I'm saying. Like if you go ahead and get this guy, you pretty much got Scatterbo coming back from an injury. You got Malik Neighbors coming back from injuries. You got the year before last, and then now you're gonna put another guy who's injury riddled. I'm not saying he wasn't a good player in college, and I'm not saying that he can be a great player. I just think that you need to get a lineup that has less of that and play the best. If you're going to play all out, right? If you're saying this is the season you're going to be in the playoffs, you can't have those guys on the injury list again and then add another guy to the list, right?
So if I interrupt you, you know what it is. It means because we're listening to the hitting refresh, my guy that goes to the draft every year. I hope he's not slipping this year, because I know it's 8 minutes in, and I'm going to see if the pick is in for the Raiders. And I mean, we all expect it to be Fernando. I mean, that's breaking news if it's not Fernando Mendoza, right?
It's going to be Love. It's going to be Love. No, just kidding.
That would be, Love is getting a lot of love, I tell you. I don't think Jeremiah Love goes.
No, it won't be. It wouldn't be.
Goes past 3, but I would be surprised if he goes past 3 at this point.
It's a solid Fernando Mendoza pick right there.
Yeah, it feels like that's number 1. It's really, the draft really starts at 2, and I'm just refreshing everything because I know we're going to get it before TV gets it. But I know there's a lot of hype and a lot of nonsense with the draft here, where they like to drag it out like a TV show. And my man has not put up anything yet. So my guess is Roger Goodell is probably doing some long-winded speech right now, and we're still waiting for that first pick to come in, which I'm following it all live. We usually get it a few minutes ahead of time, as history says. So, folks, just bear with us right here. We'll probably go to 32, like I was telling you in text. Maybe take a break around 15 when your Bucks are on, maybe 2 minutes. But we'll still talk about your Bucks, of course. when we get back. Maybe take a,
But no, the Bucks. For the last few seasons, you know me that I usually there's three teams I will follow. That's the Jets, Giants, and the Titans. One is because I'm from New York, and the second one because I used to live in Tennessee, and I kind of grown to follow them a little bit. But I would always have a wild horse team, and I picked Seattle last year, and they actually came out. And the year before that, I picked the Tampa Bay Bucks, and they were in the playoffs. So I like football, man, and it's terrible when your teams don't do well that you got to go to the fourth and the fifth team on your list.
Or just find a team that's interesting, that's got a good storyline per se. My picks for going back to your Giants thoughts here. One mock draft had them taking Myoga, the tackle there, the right tackle from Miami. I think that would be adding some depth to that position. I think that would be a great pickup for them. Or if they stayed defense and went with, say if they went with Styles at 5 and Downs at 10. I had them taking Downs at 5. I don't know what the hype is about, or sometimes I think teams get too caught up in these workouts rather than actual tape, because the tape before the season ended, Downs was one of the best players in the draft, him and Jeremiah Love, Right. So I would be okay if they took Downs at the cornerback, the safety there from Ohio State at 5. I think he's that good. Yeah, no, you're right, but my only problem is these guys are guaranteed contracts for these top 10 top rated rookies, first round rookies. The number's pretty high, and I'm being a business guy, a numbers guy. I could see 3 teams coming in to try to pick up these guys because they need the people, they need those type of players. B, they have the money or they have the team that can support it. And C, they're in the latter part of the rounds. I could see Kansas City moving up to try to take some of these picks. I can see hold on, folks. I just got a notification here. I'm gonna put this at the bottom of the screen, and we're gonna put this stuff from the media here. It's official. Fernando Mendoza has been selected as the number 1 pick. It was like 500,000 to 1 or something.
I didn't put my money on that, sir.
I put all the money in my account on it, and I think I'd have won like 10 cents. I think I had $3 in my account. So some rich guy somewhere probably – I think there's a max bet on FanDuel you can put. So I think you'd have won like $400 or something if you put the max bet's like a few $100,000 or something. So Fernando Mendoza, folks, is the number 1 pick. Your Jets are on the board. Who would you like to see the Jets take? I got Arvell Reese and the edge rusher linebacker in my mock draft. I'd say David Bailey, the edge rusher out of Texas Tech. Is that? Oh, by the way, let's get a few highlights before we go ahead. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit crazy today. Let's get some tape here. Watch a few highlights on Fernando Mendoza. Folks, this is why he was taken number 1.
Got to get to the 8. He's going to take off and run. Mendoza weaves his way first and go diving toward the end zone.
Going for the corner. It's caught. It's Surratt.
He brought him to James Madison in the portal where he excelled. Now he's a Hoosier. Deep throw, Charlie Becker.
They're showing pressure. Here it comes. Mendoza has time. Blows end zone. Caught. Touchdown, Becker.
Mendoza in trouble. Touchdown.
Got 2.
Carlos, you there? I love that throw to in the Penn State game. Gus Johnson losing his mind there. Instant accurate is what Coach Kevin says. He's all that in a couple suit. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Who would you like to see your Jets take at number 2, Mad New Yorker?
I go with Bailey. I go with the second one.
David Bailey, edge rusher from Texas Tech, 14.5 sacks, man.
Yeah. And Frank Reich already knows who he is because he was coaching at USC before Bailey transferred to. So he already has a little bit of he knows a little bit about him, and they canceled that trip for him just to check out other players in the later rounds. And I just think everything's looking like it's going to be Bailey, but either pick. They need somebody to attack the quarterback, and those two guys, Reese and Bailey, those two guys are headhunters. So I like them. I like them a lot. So I would, if it was me though, I would sell the pick definitely. Again, the Jets.
If they get you never know. This draft, there's a possibility that could happen. I have not got anything on that yet, but your Jets are on the clock, and it's got about 2 minutes and 37 seconds left. So, 14.5 sacks. Bailey was a transfer from Stanford. Goes to Texas Tech. He's all that in a couple suits. Texas Tech got pretty good defense last year. They hung in there. They played a lot of money in NIL. There is a little bit of a red flag with him. He stomped the cameraman, a photographer.
Yeah, he's got a terrible attitude, but those guys need to have.
Got a little Albert Hainsworth in him there, Kevin Carroll. So, as long as it don't go too far, he doesn't get suspended, Carlos. But
I mean, those guys like that. They have an edge, they live a little bit, on the rougher side of the neighborhood, and you want guys like that on your team, man. You need bulldogs.
Okay, hold on. We've got something that's came in here. Let's go ahead and play this. Speaking of, like I said, folks, we are a little bit ahead of TV, Coach Kevin Carroll. David Bailey, speaking of the devil, will be a New York Jet here. Let's see if we can get some highlights on him. Hold on. I think we got some highlights. Let me go to my list here and check it twice here. Number 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is David Bailey. Check it out.
That's the west range, about 25 miles southeast of Cass, and he gets a rude welcome in Lubbock.
Pressure, down he goes.
Clear and resounding message to the rest of the Big 12 Conference. Third down and 8, Dampier in trouble, and he's sacked. David Bailey. Up in here and then go for it on fourth down, you would imagine. Whitman with time, head fumbles the ball, and it's recovered by the Cougars.
Bingo.
Chris to throw, pressure on, and Chris is sacked back at the 19-yard line.
I mean, he's a house of fire. He can come from the middle. He can come from the sides. He plays with reckless abandonment. He looks like the kind of guy you would see play on a defensive-minded head coach type of team. Got a little bit of Lawrence Taylor in him. Not quite that talented. Got a little bit of Lawrence Taylor in him. I like David Bailey. What's your thoughts on Bailey? I'm going to try to update our draft thing while we're doing that on our crawl here, on our banner, on David Bailey being a New York Jet, which I'm not really surprised at this point with the odds.
Yeah, for me, I wasn't surprised at the odds when I started hearing more and more about him because the Jets camp knew about him. Like I said, Coach already knew him coming from Stanford when he coached at Stanford as an assistant and with his assistants as well. And then he transferred over to Texas. So the Jets camp had information on him prior to the selection. And once they canceled that trip for him, it was kind of like a sure thing at that point. He's ready to go, man. He's got a lot of upside. He's a hungry player, and he gets his. Just he needs a little bit of space and time. I know the NFL game's it's going to be a little bit different, but I don't think that the transition for him is going to be difficult at all. And it's a defense that he's in the right place. You got a coach that's a defensive minded person, and he's going to be an okay player. I hope he takes everything into consideration and becomes a great player. But he's a first round pick, and we'll see what we get, and we just, if anything, you just gotta stay positive as a Jets fan that we got a good pick.
Okay, so now you got the 16th pick. I've got them taking Ty Simpson. I would prefer them to take the best available player that's not named Jordan Tyson. What do you think they should do at that point if they cannot trade it? Because I know you like to trade all the time. Trade down.
Let's see. What number pick was that? 16, right?
Yeah, so they've got 16. Like I said, I had them the best of you want to help offensive line. Do you get another skill player? You're definitely not going to get a running back. It would probably be – now, I will say this. If Kenyon Sadiq, I know that's an odd name. He's a tight end out of Oregon. If he's there at 16, I've got him going 14 to the Ravens. But if he's there at 16, I'm the Jets. I would love for them to get him, per se. But like I said, I think they're going to take Ty Simpson. Ty Simpson could go anywhere. The Rams could take him at 13. He may fall to the end of the round, and someone trade back in like a Arizona, like your Giants did with Jackson Dart last year. That could happen. So there's a lot of things on the table like there. I like the fact that if you get Ty Simpson and hold him you want to draft him in the first round for one thing. Hear me out. Because you want to get that fifth-year option. If you're going to hold him for a year or two, you want that money on rookie scale money rather than having that money where you have to pay him a higher non-rookie scale money wage. Not to get too far in the weeds, but it is what it is. What do you think, Los?
I that's not a bad pick. I don't have Simpson coming out that staying that long. I got for 16. I got Peter Woods, a defensive lineman. I think they stay.
Sure, they need another defensive lineman.
Yeah,
they got a good one just now, but you need depth, and you guys got picks next year, 2 to 3 first-round picks, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Kevin's backstage. You see how quick we got that, didn't we, Kevin? We got it pretty quick. Now, of course, Arizona's on the board. I haven't got any updates that there's been any trades. I like to check all my people here to make sure. But my man Ari Marvov is usually pretty good here. Let's see. Raiders, in Rappaport, David Bailey. Yeah, my man Ari is really good here. Rich Ferris was trying to tell me that he gets the picks before everybody else. I didn't want to tell him. Yeah, I know somebody to go through the draft. I'm doing pretty good. Okay, here we go. Uh-oh. Something just happened here. Something just happened. I've got to put this on here. Hey, Kevin, if you're watching backstage, Arizona Cardinals, and I put a little wager on this. Woo! Arizona Cardinals have taken running back Jeremiah Love out of Notre Dame. Let me get some highlights. Man, this dude is all that. Let me look at my alignment here and see where I've got Love at number 1, 2, 3. Here's some love. Here's some showing the love to Jeremiah Love highlights here. Running back out of Notre Dame going to Arizona.
Love. Jeremiah Love with a spin. Here he goes. Jeremiah Love.
Ole Miss has been awfully impressive after the interception by Don Schuler. Jeremiah Love, full head of steam, and there he goes. Love off to the races. Will reach the end zone for the Fighting Irish touchdown and wake up the echoes.
Came out scoring, and here is Love. Is he going to go again? Just trying to catch him, and Jeremiah Love has himself another goal. Love, a lot of effort, but well.
Yeah, Jeremiah Love is just you can't stop him. You can only hope to contain him. He's a pass catcher. He can block. He can run between the tackles. Kind of reminds me Jamar Gibbs from Detroit, a little bit of Reggie Bush.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a good pick. He's the highest drafted running back. But hey, listen, man, you know what? They needed a playmaker. They've got a tight end there that they like. And what was it, Croft or whatever his name is? Kraft, I want to say. I can't remember his name now, but he's one of the best tight ends in the NFL, of course, with Marvin Harrison Jr. Good pick there, Jeremiah Love. And, of course, now the Titans are on the clock. I got to bring Kevin Carroll in here. You ready, Coach? All righty. And give you a round. I'm going to write this in my little thing underneath my crawl here. But what's your thoughts on Jeremiah Love? You look a little disappointed, man. I think you wanted him to be a Titan.
I would have been okay with him because I think he's the best player in the draft.
Yeah.
Personally, that's my opinion. But
50 million plus. He's going to get 50 million plus.
I don't care how much he gets. I think he's a good player. Running back, look, I'm not one of these position premium guys, okay? I think he immediately upgrades the team in the right position. I'm not sure he helps the Cardinals that much because I just don't see what the Cardinals have that's going to help him. You know what I mean? And the only deal with the Titans is, is the O-line going to hold him back very much? But I think he would be good with the Titans because I think he would team up well with Cam Ward. He would open up the passing game. He'd give Cam Ward another option. And, I think he's a great player. But, the fact that I'm not surprised the Cardinals picked him. I was kind of hoping maybe they traded down. But it's okay. Me personally, if we couldn't get Love, I don't care about short arms. I want Bain because I think he fits.
You want Bain, okay.
I believe he fits our defense really well. He fits what Saleh likes to do. And if you can't be good on offense, if you can't have a great offense, a good to great defense can still get you to the playoffs. Yeah. So we saw that with the Texans last year. So, and I think Ward's getting better. And who knows? I'm worried about the offensive line more than anything. But
would you want to trade down and say get a tackle, get a Maoga from Miami, that tackle there?
If we were to trade down and could get another first-round pick, maybe I would say go offensive line and try to get offensive linemen. Yes. But if we stay where we are, I kind of want to get an edge. I'd rather get an edge. I like Carnell Tate, but I don't see him as a Jackson Smith enigma or a guy like that. These guys out of Ohio State, they
let me ask you
better than what you would think they would be, but I'm not sure if Tate is that guy. He might be, but I'm not willing to risk the fourth pick on it. But
what do you think about Arvell Reese? Now he's 20. He's making big jumps in his career from one year to the next. Some say he's the best talent. Others say he's like top 3, 4, but he's super, super young. I'm getting more sold on Arvell Reese now than I was a few months ago. I didn't realize the guy's going to be 21 in August, Coach. What do you think about that, Kevin?
I think he's a talented guy, and I like Reese. But if we're not going edge there, if we do go linebacker.
That's the other linebacker from Chad.
I'd rather take Styles. I think not is Styles who I'm thinking about. Sonny Styles, yeah. I'd rather have him because he's just freaking freak talented. He's like a freak. Yeah. The guy's amazing, and you can play him at right. He could probably play edge if you really wanted him to. But I would take him over
Reese.
Yeah, okay. I'd rather have Sonny Styles. Other than that, I honestly would rather him just maybe trade down and get more picks. But I wouldn't mind them seeing them get Bain at this pick because I just think it's a good fit. But
Bain can play the run, folks. I'm like you. I don't care about I don't care about that stuff with the short arms. I've seen him play. I've seen him play the run well. He pushes people out of the way.
Yes, he bull rushes. He fits a solid defense perfectly. I mean, it's a good fit. So I think it would be a smart pick for the Titans to pick him. Now, will they? I don't know. I really thought I believe they would have taken Love if Love was available. But
I got to interrupt you. I don't like this, but I got to interrupt you. I just before I say this pick here, I'm just not sure about this staff with the Titans as far as management. but they've taken the Titans have selected wide receiver Carnell Tate out of Ohio State. Yeah. I know. I wish I had a Boo Birds type of thing on here, but let me look and see if I've got a Tate highlight here. Let's see. Number 1. No, I don't not like this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's some highlights on Carnell Tate, wide receiver, Ohio State. Just got selected to
see if the Buckeyes capitalize. Take the reverse, saying, load it, wide open, Carnell Tate, 44-yard touchdown.
Motion man was Bo Jackson, saying, going for it all down the middle. He's got Tate, catch inside the 20.
45. Saying, steps into his throw. Tate, touchdown, Tate. Saying.
I mean, I like Tate. I just don't like him here, guys.
That's me. That's me. Good player. I mean, talented guy, but I don't think he's worth number 4. I just don't. I mean, just my opinion. I hope he proves me wrong. And like I always say, I'm not going to like bag on him. I just hope I'm wrong, and I hope that they know what they're doing. And if it works, I don't care if I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I had the Titans taking Fano. I had him taking a guard, man.
Right.
I mean, you want to keep this kid upright. You got to protect him. I don't
think the best offensive lineman right now than pick Tate. Honestly.
Yes.
That's how I
just don't get that, man. I don't understand it. You've got to get blocking up front.
Yeah. Well, it's Borgonzi now. So, I mean, it's Borgonzi. It's his show. So, I mean, everybody has been, vouching for this guy. So, this is his opportunity. That's where he went.
Yeah. Part of me wish this woman would just sell the team. I'm sorry, but I'm sorry, man. Coach Kevin Carroll, man, I appreciate it. We could keep you on. I've got Julian Murdoch coming on here pretty soon. I hope you watch the rest of the program.
Sure. I'll stay as long as you want. I'll go.
Well, yeah. I was just saying, when he comes on, I'm gonna kick you off I don't have too many people on the screen.
That's fine.
I was hoping you would still watch and listen.
Yeah, I'll listen. I ain't got no plans but to watch the draft tonight. So.
Yeah, hey, and I'm gonna get it ahead of everybody else. This first round, dude, I'm 2 to 3 minutes ahead of TV. And I've got highlights of the top 10. I just, going back to this pick here, we saw what Seattle did last year. We saw what Philadelphia did the year before that. These games are won in the trenches. How come they're not watching the same game we are, Kevin? What is that?
I don't know, man. I just have to believe that they see something that we don't see.
Yeah,
they're making the big bucks to make these calls. Like I said, I don't bag on them because I want to wait and see what happens. If it kind of turns out he just blows it up, Tate is amazing, then they got it right. But and I hope that's the case. But if you're asking my opinion, what I think right now, I don't believe that's going to be the case because I think he's going to have a hard time
adjusting.
Staying. Well, I'm thinking of Cam Ward more so. He's going to have a hard time having time to get rid of the ball and letting it develop down the field. And that's why Love would have been different because Love takes some of the pressure off of Cam Ward, which is why, I wanted them to get him if he was there. But, I had a feeling this seems to happen. It seems to be like a common thread with the Titans. The player we want gets taken like one pick before we pick.
Right.
This happens almost every time. The only time it don't happen is when we pick first. So I mean, and we might pick first next year, and
Yeah. And you made a good point. I like Cam Ward's attitude. I like his work ethic. I'm not 100% sold that he's the guy. We're going to find out a lot about Cam Ward this year. Quarterbacks take their big jump year 1 to year 2. There is a chance that Tennessee, that he's not the guy. There is that chance it could still be a bust. So you make a good point there. We'll see how he reacts. They didn't do much in the offensive line and free agency that I thought they would do. So I'm more disappointed than this. This is the least pick that I wanted them to get. I was thinking Arvell Reese or David or Sonny Styles, like Chad said.
If you go offense, go on the line and
yes.
Line. I mean, we have to keep Moore one more year. I have no problem with him being a depth piece, honestly. I mean, actually, I don't even want him to be a depth piece, but the money you got to pay him, you might as well keep him as a depth piece. You know what I mean? But Ward,
they got Wandale Robertson there with Ridley and Alomar and Dyke, the receiver out of Florida as well. I'd rather trade down and maybe get Sadiq, the tight end out of Oregon. Tate is the best wide receiver, but not at 4.
Not at 4. That's how I feel about it. I don't think he's a number 4 pick. I mean, they're just hoping and praying he turns into a Jackson Smith enigma or something. I mean, because this is what if we traded down and picked up another pick and maybe get a pick from next year, first round pick next year, we could compile those picks and move up.
Oh, that'd be great.
Year, because next year, I don't care about the quarterbacks. I believe Jeremiah Smith's the best player in that draft. That's my opinion.
Yeah,
I would have tried to get him. I would have tried to get him next season maybe, because I mean we worked on receiver. We still ain't got like a bona fide number 1, but we got guys that could get us to next season. You know what I mean? So I mean, I don't know.
I know hold on, folks. Hold on. Let me see what's happened. The Browns are trading the 6th pick to the Chiefs.
Yep, there you go.
The Giants is now expected to be the top trade candidate. Okay, hold on, folks. Something just happened here.
What we got?
Okay, the New York Giants are well coached. They did make a good move here. The Giants have selected Arvell Reese, edge rusher linebacker out of Ohio State. Let me bring you guys some highlights of him. Arvell Reese.
Manning stepping up, and he's taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Arvell Grunkemeyer. Here comes a pressure. Arvell Reese.
Ohio State still looking for their first sack of the game. Caden Curry had 3 by himself last week. Here he comes around the edge, and there goes the first sack.
Folks, he's only 20 years old, and he's up and coming. Coach Kevin Carroll, thank you very much. You got my man Julian Murdoch here. Sit backstage and watch, Coach.
All right, guys, take it easy.
See you, buddy. Thank you. All right. All right, here we go. 3-star prospect, Chicago State University commit, and future number 1 overall pick. I'm putting it into existence, and Heisman Trophy winner, my man Julian Murdoch from here in Nashville, Tennessee. Julian, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. What about you?
I'm good, man. Good to see you. I don't know how much you've been listening to us. We do get the picks ahead of TV, so I'm a little bit ahead of the game. Tennessee picks Carnell Tate. We're disappointed. You would think a family member died with myself and the guys that been on. What's your thoughts on that, buddy? What do you think?
Honestly, I think we should have got Caleb Downs, to be honest. I think I've been more like
Yeah, even you're making better sense than the general managers, man. And you're quarterback.
Yeah. But, and I think it's also better receiver talent in the draft other than, what's his name? Carnell Tate. Yeah, I think they could have got the dude from UCF? Not UCF, USC.
Malachi Lemon.
Yeah, him. I think he's better.
I don't like him.
I think he just fits more in like Cam Ward style, like somebody just gets open. But I don't agree with the pick at all, to be honest. I thought we could get Love, but Love, won a pick earlier, so I mean, it's not.
Okay, so you would have preferred Jeremiah Love. I was hoping David Bailey. If Love would have been there, that would have been my second. Arvell Reese would have been my third.
Yeah.
With Ruben Bain, maybe.
Oh, yeah, I forgot he probably could have got
it. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Now, so I was reading up on you, man. You Chicago State, this is the inaugural season, so this is something special.
Yeah.
Tell me about that, brother.
It's our first year in the FCS, so we have like a 10-game schedule right now. We landed, I think, 50 high school guys and transfer portal kind of combined. So we kind of got like 90 guys on the roster. We have a few walk-ons already on campus. Yeah. And, kind of just my coach texted me about like 20 minutes ago about the drive and everything, just checking up on me. We have about 5 other quarterbacks in the room right now, LSU transfer and a JUCO All-American. So, I mean, the quarterback room is probably pretty deep right now. It's probably the deepest, room in the whole team. But, I think it's going to be a really good season just because our first year, we just stepping on the field is going to be a win just because, as long as we're playing the game, we're kind of making a step in the right direction because you can't really go back once you just started something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, man, that is great.
What conference is that? What conference are you playing?
Is it independent, isn't it?
What'd you say again?
What conference?
We're independent our first year, and then we're going to join the NEC. I don't know. I'm not too familiar with that. So it's a few other teams kind of in that, area of Illinois. I think some surrounding states in there. I'm really not sure of the teams in that conference. So, but we joined that in 2027, and then this year we play Tulsa State, team down in Texas. We play UT Martin. We have first games against another team in Chicago. A few other, Division I. We played Michael Vick's team, Norfolk State.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that's going to be something pretty good for us. We play them at home, actually, so that's going to be fun.
So you're a freshman. How many other quarterbacks are you going to be competing with there, man?
So it's me, another high school dude, LSU transfer, and then a JUCO dude. And there's another guy that walked on down there. So it's 5 guys right now. So, it's kind of open competition. 2 other guys have college experience over me already. But coach said whoever comes down there and learns the system and fits well with the team is going to be the guy who takes the charge the first game of the season. So I'm looking forward to going down there, doing my job, and, hopefully being the guy that leads us out first game of the season.
Man, I'm proud of you, dude.
Yes, sir.
This is really exciting here. And you've got, what is his name, Coach Carroll? What was it, Rome the second?
Yeah, Coach Rome.
He's a well of a recruit. I was reading you got a lot. How many 3-star guys you got on that team?
I think 19 or 20, actually. We have one of the best FCS recruiting class in the entire country, and it's only our first year. So, already starting off really well. He recruited.
Is this guy going to be the Kirk Cinetti 2.0?
Probably. The way he's been recruited, it's been going crazy. Like, we get new guys almost every day. So, guys talented all over the country. We got guys from California, Texas, Canada. He just gets them from all over. If you can ball, he'll find you.
Yeah. I bet you're pretty excited, man.
Yeah.
So your favorite player in the draft was Jeremiah Love?
My favorite player is actually Ty Simpson. Just because
you said you had a connection to Ty Simpson. Did you mention that to me before? Let's hear that with the guys.
So he's He's from Tennessee. He's from Martin, Tennessee. Yeah. His dad's the head coach at UT Martin. So I visited UT Martin, I think 4 or 5 times in my high school career, and I met him twice, actually. Really good kid. And just, knowing him, talked to him for about like 20 minutes every time I seen him. He's just respected, just a good person all around. He just kind of just a good person to know. And I just, watched him throughout the whole season. I think he did really good. First half of the season, he kind of got injured. He kind of fell off a little bit. But I think he'll probably go in the first round, probably to the Jets.
Where would you like to see him go, Julian?
The Jets, probably. I can see him going to the Jets. I think the Cardinals have another first-round pick. I think they might take him. And if he falls in the second round, he'll probably either go to a team that needs a quarterback. But I don't think he's going to start off the rip. Somebody's going to have to either a veteran guy or to the Jets or the Cardinals.
Okay. Man, hey, I appreciate you coming on. Do you have anything else you need to add, Julian?
No, I just appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, I want to tell you this before I let you go. I know we've been talking in text chain or whatever, but during the season, man, like to get you come on, talk about what happened in the game, even if you didn't get a chance to play with Chicago State. We'll talk some college football one day, just me and you during the week, one day, maybe like a Wednesday or something, but around your schedule, of course.
Yes, sir.
Come in, maybe 20 minutes or so, get your take on the college games and maybe a prediction for the NFL.
Yes, sir. I appreciate that.
All right, buddy. I appreciate you. Julian Merrick, everybody. Let me go ahead and put you. Appreciate
stay hungry, kids. Stay hungry. Do a good job, all right? Make them grades too, man. Don't forget to make them grades.
He knows it.
Yeah.
I'll see you about it. All right. So I had to sign my man off. Okay, now the Chiefs have picked here, folks. There's been a trade here. There's been some news that's broken really fast here. The Chiefs have moved up here, are selecting 6, so that they traded up with Cleveland at 6, and they have selected the lane, the cornerback here. So let's get Jason Patterson from Pig Trail Nation here.
Hey, what's going on, Robert?
Jason, you there, buddy?
Yep, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you. I can't see you, but it's all good. Things are going really fast tonight, buddy.
I was going to say, because usually like the first 10 picks last year, I think we were at least over an hour, and we're in 45 minutes, and we're on pick 10 already. So, yeah, this thing's flying tonight.
I know. I can't even keep up on my crawl here. Tell me about this trade. What do you think about this trade? They traded with Cleveland. You got the details of that?
Not all of them. I do see that they did select Monster Delane, cornerback out of LSU. I'm not surprised by it, really, because again, you've seen what's happened over the last 2 years with them at cornerback. They've gotten not only thin, but they got thin also in the talent aspect of it. Because let's face it, whenever you trade off your 2 starting cornerbacks, thinking that you got some young guys that can come up, and them getting burned last year the way that they did, they have to really kind of re-game plan a little bit. Also at defensive end, I thought they may have gone there and traded back to get a guy for a defensive tackle, because let's face it, this draft this year is pretty thin at defensive tackle.
Yes, it's very thin at tackle. Ruben Bain was still on the board. I thought they would go with Spencer Fano at 9. I wonder why they got aggressive like that. What do you think about that, Jason?
I really am not surprised in some respects, because Brett Veach's neck is kind of on the line on this, because they've traded away some top tier talent and not pay. You got a Travis Kelce that you decided to go ahead and re-sign. Travis Kelce re-sign is more for just clubhouse. He's not for talent. Let's just face it.
Yes.
And so whenever you have those sorts of things that they're having to deal with, they didn't go very heavy in the draft last year. They were more concentrated on bringing back free agents, trying to keep that nucleus. At some point, this was going to happen where the dam breaks. They have to let some guys go that they are not going to be able to afford, and start to procure through the draft, which that's what they're doing right now. And with them having, as of right now, I do believe it was 9 picks, 2 in the first. I kind of now wanting to see what they're going to do with the 29th.
Okay, if they haven't traded, I don't think the details of that trade has came out yet.
I have not seen
my X app stuff. Okay, the Chiefs are selecting him. Blah blah blah. Okay, this hurts Dallas too, because I thought Dallas was going to take him at 12.
Yeah.
So, but then again, Ruben Bain is still on the board, folks.
I don't want to put it out there in a way that makes it bad light on Ruben Bain.
Yeah.
But usually when you see a guy as talented as he is and have such a great run during the CFP last year,
yes,
it kind of makes me think, is there a character issue at this moment that they are really kind of wary of? Because that's kind of what that leads to.
There was an accident as a tragedy in 24, but the family forgave him for it, if you recall.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's so much an off-the-field thing. It may be a clubhouse thing for all we know.
Yeah, that's true. Let me interrupt you. There's been another pick made. Hold on. Let me get your Jason. Let me get your opinion on this next pick here. The Saints have picked at number 8 here, folks. Actually, hold on. Okay, the Commanders here. Commanders have Sonny Styles, Ohio State Saints here, folks, at number 8. Saints have picked Jordan Tyson. He's so injury prone. What are these teams thinking? That's a wide receiver at Arizona State. What's your thoughts on that pick, Jason? If you're there. Well, maybe not be there. Hold on. Carlos, what are the Saints thinking, man? Picking this guy who's played 34 games in 4 years.
I mean, listen, they need a little bit of everything, and I'm not sure where their head is at. They're trying to get, maybe they might make a trade here later, but I don't know, man. This is I think they're just starting to hoard, talented players.
Yeah. Jason, do you have something to say? Go ahead, Jason. Patterson.
So, I really feel like New Orleans has kind of taken the playbook that Cleveland has had the last couple of years, where they'll be serviceable on one side of the ball and then dominant on the other side of the ball. And with keeping Tyler Slough, I really feel like that they were ready to kind of make more of a move on the defensive side and stack up on that side, and then hopefully try to shut folks down, because you haven't seen them make too many aggressive moves on the offensive side of the ball. So I kind of think that's where they're going with this.
Okay. Yeah. Jason dropped off. Hopefully he come back on, finish his thought here. I didn't drop him off. He dropped off there. Love Jason. The Giants, like I said, they took Arvell Reese at 5. It's going a lot faster than I thought, folks. I'm going to have to go ahead and try to update our scroll here as we go, Carlos. Arvell Reese at 5, though. I like that. I like that for your Giants.
Yeah, they needed that was a position that they had to fill in on, then they needed, and I thought they might go to later rounds. Usually they get linebackers in the second to fourth round. They usually find them those, Wisconsin type of linebackers, those guys that, playing those heavy defenses up in the Northeast, from Penn State or something like that. They usually find these guys, but they did themselves well about finding a player that they needed to fill the position. And again, that's an opportunity that they could have moved on from. I'm thinking financially they're going to be, these contracts are going to be big for some of these players. These wide receivers, the wide receiver, he's going to get Tate's going to get a huge contract.
Yeah.
A bunch of guarantee money. I mean, this is the problem, guys, and why I talk about money. It's that you go in as fresh meat. You go in as the guy coming off the off of the draft. You're the number one pick. The target sign is on you. People expect you to play bigger than an all-star because you.
Let me bring Jason back in here. Sorry about that, Jason. You there, buddy?
Connection was bad. I knew I was going through a bad spot. I'm good now.
Okay, buddy. Yeah, you sound great, man. I want to get your thoughts. If they got that pick at 29, where should the Chiefs go, man?
Honestly, I really feel like they should go defensive end at this point. I think that this draft is heavy enough that could support them waiting until 29. I don't see them making 2 trades in the first round. Okay. I don't see them moving up off of 29. It may be an issue where they may move back if their guy's not there. That's kind of what I seek, because if they can get 2 2s for 29, then that to me makes all the sense in the world, because then you are starting to stack, young guys again, which that's what they've done in the past. But the issue is that if they can't get a guy at right tackle, because let's face it, I mean, Satu Amia Kingsley Satu Amia, I do believe is his name. Anyway,
it's a mouthful, ain't it?
Yes, and then him, and then the rookie from Ohio State that did not pan out this year. I mean, I do know why. I'm not at liberty.
Do you think that was just injury? Because he was coming back from an injury, the Ohio State rookie.
No, there's more to come out on that, I think, over the next few months that will probably be released more towards the summer.
Oh, wow. Boy,
But,
so you're not really excited about that pick with Kansas City so far?
Not really, unless that they can get a guy that is a starter at day one on the right tackle. Yeah. I think and then they go defensive end.
So you would like a Spencer Fano or a Mauga for Kansas City with that first pick as well, right?
I do believe so, yeah, because everything that I've read, everything that I've listened to, and I try to take everything in because, everybody's opinions and perspectives are different.
Yeah,
I really feel like those are the two positions that they're trying to really concentrate on at this point, because if you go high with cornerback, that means they're putting all of their eggs in this basket. They think that this kid can step in on day one and start.
Hold on, Jason. I've got some more news that came across my phone here. Hold on, stand by. I'm going to go ahead and do the little sound effect here. And why I got you on, Jason, that the Cleveland Browns at 9, they took the guy I thought your Chiefs were going to take at 9, Spencer Fano, right tackle. Browns are getting smart. What do you think about that pick? They got the pick that I thought your Chiefs would get.
Yeah, that I guess that they liked, the LSU cornerback a little bit more. I think that from that tells me that the need at cornerback right now outweighs the need at right tackle.
Yeah,
and they lost 2 corners. They've identified that they could get
too. Yeah.
I feel like there's a couple that they may have identified that they could probably get in rounds 3, 4, or 5, save money like you guys were talking about.
Yeah,
and try. We'll see. We'll just see. I don't know if there's any diamonds in the rough that come through as a draft free agent. We'll have to see.
Yeah, they did get their center, Creed Humphrey. He was a later round pick, wasn't he?
I think he was a 6 or a 7, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they got. Look, there's a lot of schools there that are not top 5 schools that have great secondaries. They just didn't have great offensive players. It's like there's places Sacramento. You got Utah. You got teams like that, Montana. You got teams that they got guys that play good defense. Even in Colorado, stuff like that. So these guys that are going in the top, just because they're going in the top, that don't guarantee that they're going to be starting and they'll be there for years on these teams. This is a luck of the draw right now. I mean, so
it really is, and once you really can't put a lot of emphasis on these kids until you get them into OTAs.
That's honestly. Right. That's right. And like I said, I would have rather seen the Giants just try to pile 2 and 3rd rounders and have a deeper bench, because they always have that star that gets hurt on defense and on offense, and now they they lack that depth, and I would rather have them be young, right? Have a younger team, because you have a younger team, you actually heal up faster than having a team that's older, So, and in the Kansas City, they've been known to do that, and they're not going too far away from what they usually do. They have to play with house money right now, and it's not good for them right now. So
I'm trying to update my crawl while you guys are talking here.
Okay.
With Spencer, I'm all about getting the meat of the team early, which is guys in the trenches, man. The non-sexy picks in the first round. I don't understand why, and we talked about this earlier with some other guests here, Jason. That's what championships have won. We saw the Eagles. We saw the Seattle Seahawks. When you can dominate that line of scrimmage, you don't have to have all-world quarterback play.
No. You don't. And this is the so I got the particulars on the Chiefs trade.
Okay.
So,
let's hear it.
They went ahead and moved up to 6 to get Monster Delane, and they are sending the 9th, 74th, and 148th pick to Cleveland in exchange.
So that's a 3rd round pick. That's not bad.
So they're giving up their 9, a 3, and probably around looks like maybe a late 5, early 6.
Okay. Yeah, the Browns got like 1,000 draft picks, man. Man.
Yeah, but they got
Madison, man. Do you have anything else to plug, brother? I mean, I appreciate you coming on, man.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Anytime. Yeah, just follow us over at Pig Trail Nation with KNWA Fox 24 over here in Northwest Arkansas.
Appreciate you, brother. Much love. Hold on. Let me give you a round of applause on the way out. Jason, Pat. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
Anytime. Thanks, Robert.
Yeah, buddy. All right.
That's good stuff, man.
Now, Carlos, let me get – I'm trying to update our
picks.
Our picks on our scroll here. Spencer Fano's picking at 9. Okay, here we go. The Giants. The Giants have made a pick, folks, at number 10. Your Giants are having a great draft. Giants have selected Francis Mauga with the number 10 pick as their right tackle. The Giants have had a great offseason. I'm telling you right now, they're looking like a team that could go to the playoffs next year. Let me get some highlights here, folks. I've actually got a few hits here. This is the right tackle out of possibly, arguably, the best tackle in the draft out of the University of Miami, and he is number. I'm gonna give you some highlights here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number 7. Watch this. That's run blocking. That's pass blocking. Andrew Thomas cannot stay healthy a whole year. There is some possibility they can swing him back. There's been talk, swing him back, Coach Kevin, to left tackle to move him around. So you got Arvell Reese, Francis Mauga. You did not take Jordan Tyson. Knock on granite here, this granite countertop. You did not take Carnell Tate. Nothing against Carnell Tate. Caleb Downs is still on the board. I mean, that's a good player, man. Dallas is hoping and praying that he's still on the board at 12, okay? So great pick at 10. Now, number 11, the Miami Dolphins on the board. I have them taking this guard here out of Penn State. I've got him taking this guard here, Alavre Vega Lone. He's the best guard on the board here out of Penn State. That name is a mouthful. Very good player. That's who I have them taken at the mock draft. What do you think Miami should do with the 11th pick, Carlos? We've got 2 tackles off the board, by the way.
Yeah, no, they got it. They definitely have to fix that O-line. They didn't go defense. They have a lot of everything. They have a lot of holes to fill in, and they need a running back as well, too, right? Then they get
their running back
A-Chain.
A-Chan is I want to say they're looking at possibly putting him in with an extension. I want to say they may franchise him or whatever. They're going to keep him. He's in the last year of his deal. There's been talk about trading him, but I think they're going to keep him now as of right this second. The Giants passed on Caleb Downs. They took the tackle. I'm okay with them taking the tackle. I'm okay with them taking that tackle here. I'm trying to look and see if
I got McCoy on that 11th. That's who I got. Jermon McCoy at cornerback.
Oh, for Tennessee. Now, the Tennessee corner, there is some news that he possibly – and, Kevin, if you want to still chime in on the chat here, buddy, you could chime in here. Coach Kevin Carroll, there's a possibility that he may need another surgery. He did test out really well at his pro day. Jermon McCoy, remember he's coming off that ACL injury. That the fear of that surgery. I had him going 29 to Kansas City, but still staying in the first round. I didn't think he was the cornerback LSU because LSU cornerback's not coming off that injury. So we'll see how that plays out. He might go that high. Don't get me wrong, because I know the scouts did like his workout per se. They really liked his workout. I still can't believe Jordan Tyson went as high as he did, but I'm still trying to gather my thoughts that Tennessee, I'm not sure they know what they're doing with picking Carroll at 4. But, I'm still trying to get up over that. The Giants are making the right moves, man. They got interior players. Both of the players taken there. Only trade was Cleveland trading down 3 spots and getting another 3rd-round pick from Kansas City. I don't think Kansas City should have done that. I think Kansas City should have took Spencer Fano where Cleveland took Spencer Fano, but what am I? I'm just a guy that just reads a lot of this stuff. And, Francis Maoga, I want to say I'm going to go back here and look. You know what? As a matter of fact, I need to update our banner here. Let's see. Number 10, NYG, OT, FRANCIS. So, he actually went behind. He's going to be available in 3 months. He's got a disc problem. They're not saying it's too bad, but he's going to be out for 3 months. Well, that'll be in time for training camp. Okay, Francis Mayoga, Mayugoa. But arguably, he's the best tackle. He's arguably the best tackle. So the Giants are having a great draft so far. Okay. So just trying to keep everybody updated here. And there we go. We're updated on the scroll there. And I'm waiting for the next pick to come in, folks.
Is it coming in by X?
Okay, the Cowboys are moving up 1 spot. This is typical of the Cowboys. They always feel like they gotta make headlines. So the Cowboys have traded up with Miami. The Cowboys are moving up to 11. Go figure. Yeah. I'm thinking Caleb Downs. That pick has not been made yet. But if I'm Dallas Cowboys, I'm taking Reuben Bain, Kevin, or I'm taking Caleb Downs. Caleb Downs is arguably the best player in the draft. Before all this preseason, before all these workouts in air quotes, before all this media hype in air quotes, he was talked about as the best. He was talked about as the best player in the draft. During the season, Coach Kevin sees that. During the season, you guys have seen that. He's like an Ed Reed type of player, Sean Taylor type of player. Okay, so the Dallas Cowboys, okay, the pick has been in, so I got to go ahead and do this. Okay, folks, the Dallas Cowboys have selected Caleb Downs from Ohio State here. Good job, Dallas. Good job, Dallas. I don't know what you had to give up. It's just 1 spot. Maybe give them a 5th-round pick, So I'll go ahead. Let's watch some Caleb Downs highlights, folks. I believe I've got him here. If I can find it, my alignment. Caleb Downs, where you at? Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
With 4 and playing a lot of zone tonight.
Ewer steps up down the middle. It's intercepted. Caleb Downs has got it, and he'll just take a seat at the 41.
He said. It's intercepted. Caleb
disappointed in another key penalty.
Brown. Incomplete now, intercepted. Jermaine Matthews on the pick. Matthews still on his feet and brought down to the
25, play clock all the way down. And the first pass attempt of his career is going to be a loss of 2 to JV.
4 remaining here. Now a 3rd and 11. Take the handoff. Throw to the outside. Johnson dropped immediately.
I like the fact that he plays the run, he plays the pass, open field tackle. Guys like that are difference makers. I wouldn't have lost any sleep if your Giants would have took him at 5 or 10. I think he's that good a player. Great pickup by Dallas. Hopefully they didn't have to give up too much to go up one spot. I doubt they did. The details of that have not came out yet, folks. It usually takes a minute or two for that particular information to get out, just like last time. Great pick, though. Great pick, Dallas. I mean, you did not go with another. There was thoughts they may take this Jordan Tyson guy and do away with George Pickens. George Pickens is a headache. He's going to play on the franchise tag. He signed his franchise tag this afternoon. So now they've got 2 high-end receivers. If you're a Dallas fan, that's a good thing because he's going to play his butt off this year. And they're going to be able to get those defensive players anyway. So good job right there. I would have never taken him. Somebody else is sending me that. Downs, elite range, impact players, Cowboys immediately, what Kevin says. I can't put it on the board. You got to put it on the – hold on, let me see. You got to put it on the board. You went in the private chat, Coach. But, yeah, good job. Yeah, that's true. I like Caleb Downs a lot, Coach Carroll. But, yeah, let's see. So, number 11, DAL, Caleb Downs. Love that pick. Yeah, really good pick here. I like what the NFC East is doing other than actually, I like what everybody in the NFC East have done so far in these picks. Washington had a good pick there. Dallas and of course your Giants there.
I feel like the draft has just slowed down a little bit.
Yeah. It's slowed down a little bit, which is good because I couldn't keep up there for a minute. Go ahead and save that. This is going to be a great show, guys.
You know what that means? That means that Ty Simpson is going to be going to the LA Rams.
Okay, so now on the board here, Dallas. Okay, here we go. For all the talk, they laid Caleb Downs and still hold on to the 20th pick, so they did not give up the 20th pick to move up one spot, guys. There's a lot of players out there. Ruben Bain's still out there, folks. Somebody's going to get a good player, you know. And so I want to say, Miami is still on the board.
He might stay in Miami.
Yeah, just stay in the hometown, right?
Now, I would if I was him. I would push my agent to be like, listen.
Miami's got to make that call. Miami needs offensive line help. I've got the guy, his last loan. I'll just call him Loan. He's got a long name. The guard from Penn State. But Ruben Bain's a better prospect, folks. I would take Ruben Bain, you know.
You can still get good heavy linemen in the second and third round.
Well, it just depends on your overall draft grades, okay?
But some of these guys get overlooked, man. They got these,
Man. Yeah, I think your Giants are going to do something this year. I might have to break their schedule down. The schedules come out in May and see who they play when.
You sound more excited about the Giants than I do.
If Brian slips much further, the Titans could trade up and get him at the bottom of the first. That would be huge.
Oof.
That would be huge because the Titans have the third pick, folks, in the second round, which will start tomorrow night. That would put them at 35. Okay, that would put Tennessee at 35. Tennessee's got a lot of money, by the way.
You think they will fall that much?
Big-time player. They could trade for Thibodeau if they wanted to from your Giants, which is he's on the trading block now because of them taking Arvell Reese. And Chad says, Bang to Miami won't have to travel. No, of course not. Ruben Bang's a great player. People are making mistakes with this guy. You know, TJ Watt fell. TJ. Yeah, the Pittsburgh Steelers, he fell like 21st. He's probably a Hall of Famer. You know? His brother, JJ, 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, fell to like 11th. So great players fall all the time for whatever reason. They start college late. They're late bloomers. There's some questionable stuff about their arm size. There's a player, Kevin, out of Tennessee that fell to the Chiefs. He had a kidney issue.
Eric Berry.
No, not Barry. He was an offensive lineman, guys. I knew he was great at Tennessee. If you want to put that in the comments, Kevin, you know how I'm talking about. The offensive lineman for Tennessee, he's a starting guard for Tennessee, for the Chiefs. And that guy's really good. I can't remember his name, but he's from the state of Tennessee. He played, is it Tyler Smith? Is it Tyler Smith, coach? But he's a great player, but he had some kind of internal problem. He fell, and of course, they gave him a second contract. He turned out to be a great story, a comeback story.
But Tennessee got a few players like that, right? Because Eric Berry had cancer, right?
Yeah, Barry had cancer, and he went to – okay, hold on, folks. Oh, but this is huge. This is huge, guys. This is huge.
Big.
A breaking news story. Julian's friend, Ty Simpson, has been selected. Julian's friend, Ty Simpson, has been selected. The Rams select Alabama quarterback Ty Simpson with the 13th pick. So I don't know if they traded up. This is a lottery pick for Ty Simpson. This is the best case scenario. Yes. This dude is doing cartwheels. Trey Smith was the lineman I was talking about. Ty Simpson backing up Matt Stafford for a year, maybe two, and getting Sean McVay coaching. Dude, that's huge. What's your thoughts about that, Carlos?
Yeah, even when we first started, I mentioned that they had the young quarterback from Chicago State, talking about how Ty Simpson, how he had Simon Martin and his dad's a coach and everything. Look, guys, coaching matters. So Ty Simpson has the ability to be available and also to make sure that when he's available, he'll have good coaching. He'll have the opportunity to make it to be better than most guys who go in the draft as a quarterback will have. He's got the guru, as Robert mentioned there, to help him. And he also, look, not just a guru, but he's going to have a good team around him because that team is perennially in the playoffs for the last 4 years. So,
this is huge.
And that's me saying all these things, and I haven't even mentioned Matt Stafford yet. So,
so your Jets are not going to get him. So Jets could just take the best available player at 16.
Sell the pick.
Well, somehow the Dolphins are on the clock. I don't understand how they picked 13 and the Dolphins had not picked yet. So I don't know. I'm going by Ari Marvos. My man's here.
They got Caden Proctor. The Dolphins got Caden Proctor.
Caden Proctor. That's the left tackle from Alabama. That's a good pick here. Now, I thought Monroe Freeland would go there. That's interesting. My guy, he's slipping, man.
Yeah, well, I don't know how that came out. That just came out.
Okay, you got ahead of me there, Chief. All
right, man. I'm still. This is not this. So, guys, I'm using NFL.com and ESPN online services, and they both are behind Robert. But for some reason or another, again, my internet's bad here in New York. And
it is Caden Proctor. Yeah, that's the offensive tackle from Alabama. Yeah, pretty good run blocker there. I thought Monroe Freeland from Georgia would go ahead of him. That's interesting. They needed offensive line. That's fine. That's a good pick there. number 11.
So then the Ravens we're essentially waiting for the Ravens pick.
Okay, now we're at 14. Yes. There's
a lot going on in such a little time, Robert.
It's going fast, ain't it? I thought I was going to be all tired and stuff. And we've got some more guests coming up here pretty soon. When the Steelers pick at 21, I've got my neighbor Roy coming on and his brother Fred to talk Bears and Steelers all at once here.
Bears.
And then 13. How about that? Ty Simpson, man. Wow.
Lucky number 13 for him. He better ask for that number.
No, hope not. That's a bad luck number.
That's Kurt Warner's number. What are you talking about?
Warner, I know, but it's still bad luck. I don't know why he got number 13. I've always thought that was bad luck.
Hey, somebody.
Alabama guys go on the road. They had the left tackle and then the quarterback there.
They should have packaged that deal together.
Yeah, that's interesting. Good job, Rams. I thought they were going to take Malachi Lemon or maybe a tackle as well. But you know what? They had a Riches there. I think they should have took him in the first round because you got that 5th-year option there. You've got that 5th-year option that you can take and get him still on that rookie scale. So that's huge. Ty Simpson. And check this out, folks.
What?
This guy's got a pretty good let me see where Ty Simpson is here.
I'm surprised the Bills, like some of these teams are not moving up.
Right. Well, the grades aren't there, man. Ty Simpson, number 11. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think this is Ty Simpson right here.
Just signals.
Oh, that's my man. Tyson.
Want to change tempos on him. Simpson this time has a clean pocket, lost it toward the end zone. Brooks! Touchdown, Alabama!
Timeouts for Alabama. Highburn applied pressure. Deep throw! Brooks, Coy, and Ricky Gibson, who would be starters. There's a deep ball and a catch!
Simpson launching downfield. Harden, did he make the catch? They rule it a good catch.
Simpson, man open. Ryan Williams a leaping.
Some territory. Simpson off play action, drives the ball downfield, and it's Bernard. Here goes Jeremy. Touchdown.
So he can hit players in stride. He can thread the needle. He's only got like 15 starts. That's why you want him to sit a year, maybe 2. I would prefer him just maybe sit a year. But, if you got a guy like Stafford who, there are reports that he was informed that they're going to take Ty Simpson. So what does this mean for the Steelers? There were thoughts, there's some speculation, and I'm pretty sure it's not speculation at this point, that Aaron Rodgers, the reason why he hasn't fully committed to the Steelers because he did not want to be a mentor to Ty Simpson this year. So that takes the Steelers off the board. That takes your Giants off the board. So your Giants can essentially pick the best player available, go into next year, get the crap beat out of them. They'll probably fire the coach there, and they'll be in line to get a possible Arch Manning or Dante Moore from Oregon next year and start over maybe with an offensive-minded head coach. What do you think about that with them coming up here in just a few picks, Carlos?
Yeah, listen, they gotta make moves, man, and they gotta make the moves count. And these draft picks don't win you the Super Bowl the next year. They win you the Super Bowl 2 to 3 years.
Yes.
They can help you win the Super Bowl if you make the right picks, right? So I think like some of these teams that starting to get that out of this situation. Because you can't be paying some of these. I know I'm gonna be repetitive about it, but you can't be paying these guys a high premium dollar and not getting any return on investment, man. It's just tough. It's bad. It's bad for business, and it's bad. Sometimes it's bad for the league because they look, these kids are the thing about this year, especially, is that these kids are and last year these kids are coming off of NIL deals too. So they don't really need the money. So I'm sure there's going to be some kind of changes made for that. But as far as these teams picking these players, they need to make moves that are helping them instead of hindering them, not just on the field but also financially.
Yeah. So we're at 14. So the Ravens are on the clock here. I've got them taking Kenyon Sadiq, the tight end out of Oregon. I think with the loss of Isaiah Likely, that would be a good likely pick. But they like to take defense. Who's to say they won't take Reuben Bain? He looks like the kind of guy that would play for the Ravens or the Steelers. What do you think the Ravens should do here at 14 with them backing out of the Max Crosby trade a few months ago?
Yeah, I think the Ravens. I feel like maybe the Lions or the Vikings should go up and try to get this guy Bain, just to solidify their defense. The Ravens already are heavy contractually, with a lot of these players. So, teams like the Vikings and Detroit, they need this kind of guy, Bain. I can even see maybe Pittsburgh going up there and trying to get this guy. So if I'm the Ravens, I try to, dangle this piece right now, see what they can get. Maybe that's probably why they're taking so long.
Yeah. It's getting close here. I'm looking here. I'm trying to refresh. Okay, the Ravens have made a pick here.
They made a pick. They didn't trade it.
Ravens got wise. They went on the offensive line. They took the guard from Penn State that I thought Miami would take, and his name is his last name is Lone, Olave Lone. Supposedly the best guard in the draft from Penn State. Very good player here. Good job, Baltimore. Always seem to take the boring player, the trenches. That's why they win more than they lose. They've made that coaching change here. They've got a new head coach here. They're trying to build in on the trenches, give Lamar Jackson a little bit more time here. This guy's a really good run blocker as well. Good pick here for Baltimore. Smart pick. So that is number 14, which means Tampa will be on the clock here. Let me go ahead and put this in, and I guess we can take a quick break. It's going quick, ain't it, man?
Yeah.
Dang. Let's see here. Trying to edit this thing out here. If I go down to banner, I'll go ahead and edit this thing out here. PSU number 14, BAL, PSU, GU, LOANE, PSU. There we go. Let's see. We'll go ahead and save that one. And now we'll put that across the screen here. All right. So Tampa's on the board here. You want to take a quick 2-minute break here?
Yeah, let's do this. Let's see what.
All right, buddy. Hello, Sports Scope followers. The program has seen tremendous growth since going 5 days a week. I just wanted to thank everybody for your cash contributions and sharing the program with friends and families. Just a reminder, if you want to contribute to the program, go to the Cash App, the cash sign, and Sports Scope. There are other ways to contribute to the program listed at the bottom of the screen. If you want to advertise on the program, go to sports, that is sports with an S, another S, scope, SKOPE, at gmail.com, just like it's listed at the bottom of the screen. Thank you and enjoy the program. Hello, Sports Scope followers. The program has seen tremendous growth since going 5 days a week. I just wanted to thank everybody for your cash contributions and sharing the program with friends and families. Just a reminder, If you want to contribute to the program, go to the Cash App, the cash sign, and Sports Scope. There are other ways to contribute to the program listed at the bottom of the screen. If you want to advertise on the program, go to Sports, that is Sports with an S, another S, Scope, SKOPE, at gmail.com. All right, folks, I'm back here live. Carlos is still probably taking a quick break here.
No, I'm here.
Okay. So now Tampa's on the board here. Let me see who I picked here. The Tampa to take there at 15. I had to take Kendra Falk out of Auburn. Ruben Bain's probably going to be the pick there at 15. What do you think Tampa should do at 15? You know the coach there. He loves to go defense there, Todd Bowles.
Todd Bowles could either go defense with Bain, or he could go also with the cornerback with the defensive back.
Oh, defensive back here.
Yeah.
Okay, well that would be possibly the Tennessee defensive back. They could go safety possibly.
Yeah.
There's a safety out of Oregon, but possibly they could go with the tight end. Well, no, they got a pretty good tight end. Yeah, I think Bain at 15, not unless somebody trades up. I think they'll go with Bain.
They could have possibly get a wide receiver. They just lost their wide receiver to the Chargers.
Yeah, I don't know who they would take. And maybe Boston out of I think his name is Daniel Boston out of Washington State. I think they're going to go edge Russell Bain, but we'll see. I don't know why these teams are taking these receivers so. The games are just built in the trenches, man. I mean, jeez.
You sound like Al Pacino. Inch by inch.
I love Al Pacino. That's a compliment, dude. So, and we got our guys coming up. Neighbor Roy, going to talk some Steelers, and of course, brother Fred at the Bears coming up here in just a few picks here, which they're coming off pretty quickly. I'll send you a text if they come out. Which the draft is moving quickly. I mean, it's 8:30, and we're already at okay. We've had a pick come in. That's why they're going to be paying me the big bucks someday. Ruben Bain, Carlos has been selected by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He was the best edge rusher. I thought they would get Falk. They didn't think Bain would be there at 15. Bain's going to be a house of fire. They needed an edge rusher. They're getting long in the tooth there.
Right. So this young defense is going to get even younger and faster and better. That's crazy. This Bucks team, now they have to focus on is scoring. Right now they got to give Baker some tools.
Yeah. Well, I mean they got the receiver there out of Ohio State that played last year.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he played well. He's a rookie. He's coming into second season. Mike Evans was getting long in the tooth. I thought that was a good pick there, a good deal to move on from Evans. Although I love Evans, but
the problem was the availability. Evans' availability, that was a problem.
Right.
Always, not knowing what game he was going to come back at.
Right.
I like what I liked about Evans though is when he did come into the games, hurt or not, he was available. When he was listed as on the roster to play, he came in and he played the game. There was a lot of times you saw him, kind of squinching his eyes and being hurt every time he get hit, but at least he was there when he said he was going to play, and I like that about him. But
well, I've got some Ruben Bain highlights because I thought he was going to go top 10. So they got to steal 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ruben Bain, everybody.
State just signals for the fair catch. And with the play clock winding down, saying it's trouble and sack back inside the 20-yard line. Bo Jackson trying to get the edge, and it's stopped by Bain. the 27-yard line. Another play action pass. Saying in trouble and taken down again by Ruben Bain. They fringe of field goal range. Flag down. Reed taken down. Ruben Bain again. Concepcion. Reed running for his life and goes down in the arms of Ruben Bain. Start the year, but Randy Bond, there it is. It is deflected on a low kick.
Man rush, simulated pressure, and it gets home. Ruben.
I mean, he can play the run. He can play the pass. You saw him make a play on special teams.
I feel like that's
what got a steal, didn't they?
What was that one player's name? I can't remember his name right now. I can only just see it. I think he played for the Saints, where he had a small wingspan, but the guy was all over the place. Like what's his name?
Will Smith.
I think it's Will Smith. 97.
Oh no, but he played. But he was good though. Will Smith was a good edge rusher out of Ohio State. Played with the Saints. Yeah,
man. Like everybody was like, "Oh, his wingspan." I'm like, "Yo, that dude can have no wingspan. He's always where the ball is, and that's what you need right there."
He can play the run. He can play the pass. He's strong. He plays with an attitude. That's a great pickup for the Saints, man. I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't win Rookie of the Year, Defensive Rookie of the Year.
The Bucks, not the Saints, the Bucks.
And he's going to a good team. You know? Went all the way to 15. I mean, you know, and then Tennessee takes a receiver at 4. Just in case one malfunctions. Had the Titans traded down several picks, they could have got more picks and got banged. Yeah, sure in the hell could have, Kevin. That, you know, the Titans, I just don't think they know what they're doing. And you're right, Carlos. They might be here next year. Kevin mentioned it earlier. They might be here next year and picking another quarterback. They may have to get a new general manager. I'd like to see the owner sell the team, be honest with you. The Uber riders, they said, why are you even building a new stadium? That was built in 1999, you know? So
I think
it's
the weather, right? The weather is like, you know.
Yeah, it's going to be good to host the Super Bowl and everything. It's going to have the glass ceiling. It's going to look like Minnesota and everything.
New York needs that. That's what New York needs.
Okay, we've had a wow. The Jets have made their pick, folks. Great pick by the Jets. I mentioned this earlier. The New York Jets have selected Oregon tight end Kenyon Sadiq. I just mentioned that earlier. That's why they pay us the big bucks.
Good job. Good call. I see what the Jets are doing, and I feel like they could have used their O lineman, but if they go, they didn't do bad picking this tight end. He's very, very talented, so that's a good pick.
That's a huge Nigel. Appreciate the love there, Nigel. Appreciate that, man. Great pickup, Jets. There, you got a tight end there. Now you have a number one receiver. You got the best tight end in the draft.
You got two tight ends now. They got this guy's son, Taylor.
Who's that? Let me look at this. Hold on.
They got Taylor on one end. Now they got this guy on the other end.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Which is why I was thinking, I was like, you don't need really the tight end, but you know, you could have gone defense or O line, but it's okay. It's not a bad pick.
They've got. I think their O line's in pretty good shape, man. They got a right tackle. They got a left. Mason Taylor. You like Mason Taylor?
Yeah,
he's fashioning their left tackle, and I like Mimbu, the right tackle. They're in good shape, man. They need a quarterback. That's it.
They don't have one of those in the draft right now.
No, I mean, they're going to get that next year. They're going to wiped out. They're going to get that next year, and the Jets could be in the Super Bowl in a few years, man.
Oh, my goodness. From your ears.
Andre Sweat, former Titan. I think they stole that pick. They got David Bailey now. Will McDonald at the other edge end. They're going to be decent. They may win too many games, but their quarterback play is terrible with Geno Smith and Brady Cook and Bailey Zappi. I mean, me and you could probably put together some more wins than those guys. But Geno Smith's going to get blasted out there because he's going to make some mistakes. Good job, though. I love that pick. Good job, Jets, man. Good. The New York teams are doing well tonight. They're having a good night, man.
I just hope the Knicks are having a better night.
Oh, man. Don't tell me the Knicks ain't losing.
Let's see what they're at.
Yeah, okay.
They're playing right now, so.
Okay.
I was gonna have I had 3 games ready to go, but I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna focus on this tonight.
I did win a few dollars off that other deal, though.
I'm so tired, man. There's so much sports going on in my head.
Oh, it's hardcore, ain't it? It is real hardcore. I'm trying to see if I can delete.
There's so many sports going on. I don't have time for my kids, bro. I put them first.
That's funny, man.
And listen, the Knicks right now, 108-107.
They're winning?
50 seconds left. They're 1 point. Oh, my God.
Let me see. I hope I didn't take them in the point spread. What did I take here? Oh, I took them minus freaking 1.5. Jeez. They got to win by 2. NYJ, Kenyon Sadiq here.
What's it on? What is it on?
Great pickup for your Jets, man. That's. I didn't think he was going to be there. I thought he would go off the board at 14. Now I've got to get caught up here. It looks like something else is happening.
These guys are still putting on jerseys on this Buck player, man, on Ruben Bain.
Oh, yeah. He's going to be money, man. SADIQ. Okay. TE. This is going to be money in the bank. Let's see. We'll go ahead and save that. All right.
Let's see this.
Add that to it. Have the Colts fared in the draft? They have not picked yet there. The Colts won't pick. Okay, the Lions. The Lions be lying. Just kidding. Like Carlos would say.
All the time, man.
The Lions has made a pick. Okay, the Lions did not go with Monroe Freeland like I thought they would be from Georgia. Instead, they took offensive tackle Blake Miller.
Ooh.
It's in 6'6", 317. Remember, their left tackle has held out. Okay, and he's 30-something years old. Good pick there. It's a good positional pick. We'll see. It's a good positional pick. I thought they'd go with Freeland out of Georgia, which is still available at 18. That's interesting there. That is interesting. But the general manager, Brad, what's his name? Brad, whatever his name is. Brad Holmes, I trust. The general manager there out of from the Detroit Lions. Yeah, good. I got to trust him, so I got to go ahead and put that in our picks there, folks, on the crawl. As it keeps changing. So Brad Holmes, I do trust. I mean, they seem to make the right call there. Their tackle was holding out there. And he was also getting hurt a lot, too. I wouldn't be surprised. Now, Freeland, listen, the 49ers are coming up. Maybe the 49ers can get Freeland, even though they did sign Trent Williams to a 2-year extension. But Williams misses a lot of time as well. He's 37, right? So,
this cat's asking about the Colts. The Colts don't have a pick this.
Oh, yeah, he's asking. I don't think the Colts, they traded their pick, didn't they?
They have picks until the 2nd and 3rd round.
Yeah, they haven't picked yet, Nigel. They won't pick tonight, buddy.
No.
Let's see.
They could be dreaming about picks tonight.
Yeah. Let's see. Blake Miller. Offensive tackle. Clemson. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Right now, Atlanta's up by 1.
Oh, hopefully they'll hit a 3 or something. Boy, that grinds my gears, man.
That's 15 seconds in the game, bro.
How many?
15. Wait, let me see.
Oh, okay. I'll pop a 3, man. I knew I shouldn't have took that one. Man, why did I trust the Knicks with that bad defense? Maybe they'll hire Billy Donovan and just be one and done with their coach now. Was it Brown? Mike Brown?
I mean, the coach isn't.
I said right. Okay.
What are they doing?
Okay, Blake Miller exclusively. I'm gonna look at the Lions depth chart.
Ball away. That's it. Game over. They threw the ball away.
They lost?
Yeah, they did. 108, 109.
Well, I lost that bet. At least I won the Jeremiah Love one. Pick there. Okay.
You guys heard it here first.
So Penei Sewell, they're going to move Penei Sewell to the left tackle of Detroit. I think that's what they're going to do. Taylor Decker is who I was trying to think of. Taylor Decker is holding out, and maybe Tennessee will sign him as a backup, to plug in for their starter. So we are at
Vikings.
17.
Vikings are the next pick at 18.
At 18, yeah. We got 3 more picks, Rear Roy, if you're listening. 3 more picks.
But the Bears are 25 pick.
No, but we got a pick for the Steelers too, though.
No, I'm saying, so we doing it until 32 or just?
We're going all the way to 32.
Okay. These guys. Atlanta's going to make this a situation for the Knicks.
Yeah, I'm just sending him a text here. But let's see. He says, I'm a bit out of touch with all the ATM. Okay. Yeah, I hear you, Nigel. Being up there in Australia. Shout out to my man in Australia here. The Thunder from Down Under. The way, having a great show tonight, folks. Going a lot quicker than I thought it would be, which is good. It's good. I got to get really early tomorrow. Really early, ridiculously early. But I was going to do this show no matter what. I trust what the management does with the Lions. Your Giants right now, they're having a really good draft. I like what the Ravens did. So I'm a long way off. I'm excited. You're about Detroit's chances in NFL this year. Well, I'll tell you what. They're in a very tough division with the Bears and the Packers and Minnesota's defense. But the Lions, if they can get that line squared away, they've got a new offensive coordinator. They've got the offensive coordinator from Arizona now, okay? They moved off their offensive coordinator, Dan Campbell. They're going to put Penei Sewell at that left tackle, bring this Blake Miller guy in at right. They still have a window there. They have skilled positions everywhere. And I trust Penei Sewell. I think they need a center. That's what they're going to do in the second round, which there's a lot of good. Tennessee needs a center too, by the way, Kevin. The Bears need a center. I think the Bears signed somebody. But anyways, the Lions look pretty good. How good? I don't know. We're going to find out. But I do like the fact that they got the Arizona offensive coordinator, which was doing pretty good with Arizona, considering the fact they had Jacoby Brissett taking the snaps there. Thanks for understanding. No problem, brother. No problem. And I'm a big fan of Dan Campbell anyways. I love to put his, post-game speeches here on the board here, folks. Okay. The Minnesota Vikings have made a pick here, folks. Let's go ahead and get to our sound effects. Staying in the NFC North here, They have selected Florida defensive tackle Caleb Banks. He's the first defensive tackle off the board. It was not the tackle from Ohio State. Caleb Banks from the University of Florida, one of the better tackles, defensive tackles in this draft. According to Nick Saban, he was talking about this guy earlier. So we'll go ahead and put him on. Let me give you a little bit more heads up here on Caleb Banks. Let me see if I can get him on the big board and get you guys a write-up on him. So I did have some information on these players. Here we go. Let's see. He is. Let me go back and look at his information here. Yeah. Okay. He's the number 3 defensive tackle according to ESPN. It says Banks is a position and not a scheme versatile. He can line up at the defensive end and the nose tackle in a 3-man front, and he's up on defensive tackle or defensive end in a 4-man front. So it's a pretty good write-up there. Pretty good write-up. And like I said, Nick Saban likes him, and Saban don't go around giving out compliments to everybody. According to ESPN, Caden McDonald from Ohio State was a higher prospect. So you got to go with the opinion of the general managing staff of Minnesota. They've got a new general manager. They fired their general manager because of the situation with Sam Darnold. So we don't know. Other than I know that Nick Saban likes this guy. So wait and see approach, folks. Wait and see. Caleb Banks there. And we're just a little bit ahead of everybody else. 16, 17, right?
Wow, Caleb Banks from Florida?
Yeah, man.
They
18,
all the way down to 19. The 19th best available player.
Yeah. 18. Hold on. Clemson. Let me delete that. Go beside Clemson. 18. MIN. We'll go all the way to the end. If you can hang in here, I know I can do it. Look how fast this is going.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah, we'll be done by 10 o'clock at this rate. I thought it was going to be done by 10:30.
It is 10 o'clock at this rate.
Well, it's your yeah.
It's
9 o'clock my time. I thought we'd be done by 10:30. It's Central Time. You're on Eastern Time. It's just everybody has their own way of doing things, man.
You do realize there's like 3 basketball games tonight for the playoffs.
Yeah. So
isn't that crazy?
Okay, the Panthers have made a pick at 19. Boy, this is quick.
What did they pick?
Well, we gotta do this bad boy right here. I thought this guy would go off the board a little sooner here. Left tackle here. Offensive tackle. Panthers have selected Monroe Freeland at 19.
Yeah, it's the best lineman available right now.
Second team All SEC honors
Georgia.
last year. Pretty good player there, you know.
Yes.
Players like him, I think that could possibly be a steal. I think Dallas may got a steal of Caleb Downs, where they got, and I think who's the other one? Tampa with Reuben Bain at 15. Those look like the steals of the draft so far. What do you think?
Yeah, and then, like you said, when you saw the Titans make that pick, and also the Saints making that pick, you would think, with all the talent that they have on the offense and defense side of the line, and why not take advantage of these players being available to you, and they did not. But it is what it is, and they got more picking to do in the next few days anyways, right? They're going to be picking until Saturday. So
Yeah. And, somebody else put a comment there. Here's one left for you guys. What's your most memorable, notable sports bet achievement so far, 26th NBA? Last night, man, and this year was last night when I picked the Pistons to cover that 8.5. They blew out. I haven't made too many picks, Let's see. Number 19. Look at that. We're coming right up on it. MONRON.
Left field. I don't know. I mean, we our picks have been pretty on. We picked Indiana over the group of guys that we had. That was pretty.
Oh yeah, they didn't want to come back on after that. They was cocky at the beginning, especially Seth.
No, listen. I think
big.
I don't think it was cockiness. I think they. Whether they're prideful or not, and they got a lot of knowledge in the game. We're not above it. We was just we made our picks and I stood by my pick. Since the beginning, but I liked it. I liked that they were heavy on their choices, and you got to be. Sometimes you as a fan, sometimes you lose track of things, but you should stand by your picks.
Yeah, that Pistons beat who'd they beat? Oh, Orlando. Remember they lost game 1. I knew they'd come back strong in game 2, and then won in a blowout in game 2. Okay. Here we go. Wow. Okay.
Well, Eagles pick.
The Eagles made a trade. This usually doesn't happen, folks. The Eagles are moving up to 20 and traded with the Cowboys. The Eagles received the 20th pick and the 7th rounders with the Cowboys received the 23rd pick. Dallas received the 23rd pick, the 114, and the 137. I'm trying to think what the Eagles would go for with this particular pick here.
Well, they just lost a wide receiver, so they might just pick up Boston
from Washington, possibly. Although they did sign Wicks in another trade.
But you need playmakers. You need playmakers.
Okay, so the Eagles have made this big trade. And let me see if my man Jamie has not returned any of my stuff here. I don't know if Jamie's going to come on or not. They have not made the pick yet. Hold on. Here we go. Good call there. Hold on. A pick has been made, folks. The Eagles always seem to be a step ahead of everybody else. I thought this player would go 13 to the Rams. The Eagles have selected at the 20th pick USC wide receiver Malachi Lemon.
Lemon.
There for the Philadelphia Eagles. Malachi Lemon, very good route runner there for Philadelphia. Wow. Man. Hard to keep up with all these picks.
So UC
from USC, yeah.
Yeah, USC, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's but he's gonna be like a slot receiver, man. He's not big. He's not a big guy. I mean, he makes plays, but you got.
You can use the other. You can use whatchamacallit there for the deep threat.
Wicks.
No, the number 2 receiver from Alabama.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to look him up here in a minute. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know you're talking about Smith?
Yes, Devontae Smith.
Devontae Smith,
yeah. USC. Wow. Okay. Here we go. Holla when you hear me flow. Come feel me flow.
Did you got any film on this kid?
Huh?
Did you get any film on this guy?
No, Malachi, I did not. Let me double check and see.
No, sorry, he was rated.
I did not. I had the top 11 players.
Yeah, he wasn't rated in the top 10.
Now, Jordan Tyson, I've got some film on him. Caleb Downs, Jeremiah Love, Arvell Reed. Yeah, I've got everybody.
So he was picked over Boston. He was picked over.
Oh yeah, he's a better player than Boston. I thought he would go. Any Aussie still at the Eagles? That's a sick. I don't know. Now maybe the kicker. I don't know.
So this is what that bothers a few people. Now again, they probably got more picks, but their needs are tight end, offensive tackle, linebacker, safety, and edge.
Oh, Jordan Malete, the left tackle's still there. The left tackle's still there, Nigel. He is still there. So now we're at 20. Are we at 20? We're at 21. Yeah.
20.
Oh, Fred, I wonder. Let's see. Fred getting my email. Yeah. Let's see if the guys didn't get my. I hope they got my email.
Pittsburgh on the clock now.
I'll bring Roy on here in just a second. We'll bring him on. I think who's on the clock now? Is Pittsburgh on the clock?
Pittsburgh's on the clock, and then after that, it's followed by the Chargers, and then back to the Cowboys.
Yeah, pretty cool, man. So the Cowboys, they may get the edge rusher, Kendrick Falk out of Auburn. They may look at that.
But who do you think the Steelers are going to get?
Well, now the Steelers. Let's go back to my big board and see what I had them picking at.
We're going to get
Steelers at 21.
Probably get Mesador. Their defensive line.
I had them taking Caleb Lemieux, Utah left tackle, but we'll see. We shall see. I'm waiting for.
Well, you think they're going to go offense?
Yeah, offensive line. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Because they have problems there at the offensive line.
Yeah, but they got an aging Hayward, and they got, that they're trying to replace a few guys on defense, and they usually draft defense heavy first.
Let's see. Sports Scope, Roy Baker, Fred Long. Okay.
Thurman and the safety from Oregon is still on the board. I mean, we got a lot of guys here.
The Oregon safety is a very good player. Yes. And he very well may go. I think they're going to go with this tackle there, Lemieux from Utah. But we shall see. Yeah, Jordan's a very good player. He was a 7th-round pick and made the team for the Eagles. It turns out to be a great left tackle. That normally don't happen. That guy's got a well of a work ethic. I'm waiting to hear from Roy and Fred to talk some Steelers and Bears. Maybe they can hang around to the picks because they're coming in so fast.
The Bears.
They haven't popped in on the board.
Wow, this second round is going to be top heavy, man, with a lot of talent.
Yeah. And a center has not been picked yet. So I know the Titans need a center. And no other quarterback has been picked. So a lot of people are saying the quarterbacks.
This happened last year, too, where they had like a couple quarterbacks get picked and then the rest were in the second round.
Yeah. Let's see. I think that's going to be the case. I thought it was going to be Ty Simpson. The Rams, great move by the Rams, taking Ty Simpson there.
That was good for their team for sure.
Yeah. Fernando Mendoza. Now, these other quarterbacks probably go late 2nd, 3rd round. It's hard to tell what's going to happen. A lot of people got Carson Beck rated as the 3rd best quarterback. I'm thinking Nussmeier from LSU's probably rated a little better. Beck turns the ball over a lot. But I know Beck's got a lot of experience. He's made some big flashes. He would be a guy you have to have the exact right system for him. Same thing with the quarterback out of Penn State as well. And Clint Kubiak out of Clemson. So we'll see. We're still waiting for my man Roy. And I keep sending him these texts. I don't know why. Okay, here we go. There's Roy. Let's see. Neighbor Roy Baker here.
Hello, hello.
How you doing?
Yo, look, you look like you about to get drafted.
You looking like Tomlin, man. You look Tomlin's body double.
You know, I always do my Tomlin thing.
Hey,
I like everything that's going on.
You sound great. Fred, I did send him the email. Did he not get it?
I believe he did.
Okay.
He was getting himself together.
So what's your thoughts on Tomlin leaving? Okay, hold on, folks.
Who picks in?
We've had a pick come in, Roy. I get it ahead of TV, so this let me go ahead and make this. Okay, the Pittsburgh Steelers have selected Arizona State offensive tackle Max Hirachor at the 21st pick. So this is a player, unique player. He's from Nigeria. He moved to the United States at 13 years old, and he's only played football in junior college, but has surged up boards after having a strong Senior Bowl. So I thought they would probably go tackle. They've got an offensive-minded head coach. They want to take care of the trenches. I like this pick, man.
What's his name?
Yeah, he's an offensive tackle out of Arizona State there. What do you think about Mike McCarthy taking over as a head coach there, Roy, and your boy Mike Tomlin stepping down and taking over a job with NBC and taking a step back from the league for a minute?
Well, I think that's kind of like I call it the ending of a new beginning.
Yeah.
And so with NBC, I believe it's like more of a pivot from a coach getting into a position where his word and advice is good. FanDuel fans, they'll take intake on him. I don't know if he'll give too much insight, but I think he's making a good decision to do so.
So you're okay? What about?
Well, so that guy, the new coach we got, I'm just, it's like we just keep on getting these older people. Not that they're not good, I don't know, but I still think they need to hire younger, get a little bit more spunk for this Steelers team.
Yeah, well, McCarthy won a Super Bowl with Green Bay, and the big holdup there, Roy, was Aaron Rodgers has not wanted to sign with them because he was worried about them drafting Ty Simpson. Well, Simpson's just got drafted tonight to the LA Rams to back up Matt Stafford for a year or two, and then he's going to take over for the Rams. So now that that's out of the way, I think Rodgers is going to sign with the Steelers probably this week or next week. So, but you still have that question because he's 42 now, 42-year-old quarterback. What do you think about him coming in playing under McCarthy next year, Aaron Rodgers?
Well, with the ages, veterans, he's of course the coach is much older, but I think Aaron got a little taste of the Pittsburgh Steelers language. Yeah, and we had some ups and downs with him. I think he got to put a little bit more speed in his game, read a little faster and complete some of the passes that we expect him to complete. There was some parts where, it was just like we was wanting him to pull through. I think he folded under pressure a few times, but either way, I think I'll take him back. He did. I'll take him back.
You want that young quarterback? They do need another quarterback. They got a young player there out of Ohio State. I have to go to the Steelers depth chart here, but the defense, they can use some upgrades there. They could get young on defense. They got Mason Rudolph and Will Howard right now. That would be playing for next year if those guys were the starters here. Tomlin's pretty young. I don't know if he's even 60 yet, is he? But remember, he got hired very young at like 38 years old.
He's a good coach. He never lost a playoff season, but like I said, the beginning of the ending, like that happened, and it never happened. So it was like, okay, sometimes you gotta pass the torch. And let's just see what this new guy does. I don't think it can be a Tomlin, but you know.
So you sound more
win a Super Bowl. So
don't you think it got a little stale under Tomlin? They haven't won a playoff game since 2016.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just I'm just lost with it, you know. I was hurt when Tomlin left, and
introducing
kind of lost with it. Just sit and wait it out. Whatever you want to do, if you want to go to NBC and be a commentator, I think that'd be cool.
Don't you think he felt like he was probably a little bit burned out at this point?
Yes. He
I
gave it enough that it wasn't going to move as fast as his mental thing from what he once was with that.
Yeah.
It was the connection with the spunk he can give, the presence, the know-how, but just being a little old, there's so many people you're trying to mingle together to make them operate as a mashing gear. And so sometimes the gears don't mash. So that's my take on it. So
sometimes they just, let's see, trench players. I'm just reading about it. Yeah, so they took an offensive tackle. I thought they would go offensive tackle. They've had some letdowns there. There's some injuries at the offensive line. Steelers.
I think their problem was they don't stay young. They just hold on to these guys too long, and then the guys they end up paying end up hurting them, and they get hamstrung with these contracts where they can't move on to younger players. So
they got a lot of older players. Yeah.
Good point. Good point right there.
You're in a division where you're going against all these guys who average age is 25 to 27, and your average age is 32. You can't compete with them, man. You're gonna get hurt. You ain't coming back. Yeah. You're coming back later than you are sooner when you're older. I mean, we all older in this panel right now, and I'm sure there's days where you roll into bed and you just want to keep rolling onto the ground because you don't want to get up and fold your legs up, So and we don't play sports. We're not on the field. So these guys, they get hit. They feel it. You know what I'm saying? So
yes, that turf, it talks to you, the grass, the dirt, all that within age and all that. So you got a valid point about that age difference. You got to let people go. Sometimes you might have to use the bench. You might have a star player right there. Just got to try them out, keep them playing.
Not last season, but I heard 3 seasons ago, the Steelers had a better practice squad than they did an actual squad on the field 3 seasons ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That just goes to show you how much talent they was holding on to that wasn't touching the field.
Yes, that's exactly my point.
They had a lot of older players
that bench
too. Yeah.
But the problem is they get into these contracts where they can't get rid of these guys from the roster because they're guaranteed money to play on to be starting. So they, it hurts them, it hinders them. They got to get. Listen, Pittsburgh isn't one of those teams that got too much money that goes around anyways. So when they get into these contracts, some of them contracts are hellacious. That's why they got rid of Antonio Brown. That's why they get rid of some of these guys because these contracts just it holds them back where they can't play other guys. They can't put other people on the field.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to look at their depth chart. The cornerback there, Broderick Jones has had some injury problems. That's the reason. That's a left tackle that they're wanting to replace with this young guy.
And then Mrs. Fitzpatrick the Jets just picked him up.
Yeah, I mean they've got some young talent, but guys like Jalen Ramsey, Aaron Rodgers, T.J. Watt, they're all 30+ years old players, and they play defensive side of the ball. And you got to get young and fast in a lot of places on your team, particularly on your defense. One of the youngest defenses in the league is for the Rams, and look how far they went. They almost got to the Super Bowl. Wow. So that's a side of the ball that I think they need a new philosophy. I think that's what they want to do. Now, of course, they went with an older coach. He's from the offensive side, and McCarthy. I like the fact that they went with that offensive-minded head coach, but they're still wanting to hold on to the past with Aaron Rodgers. And, maybe they'll hold off this year. You kind of hoping they would just dump a lot of players this year and, I don't know. I don't use the word tank, but, reset for 2027. And because there's a lot of quarterbacks there, Roy, in the 2027 draft. And one of them would be nice to see one of them play for the Steelers. And they're supposed to be much more talented. They have first-round grades, Roy.
Chargers made a pick.
Okay, the Chargers here.
Who they get?
Okay.
Hakeem Messidor.
Yeah, you forgot. You beat me to it. Yep, it is Hakeem Messidor. That's the other edge rusher for Miami. So both Miami edge rushers are off the board for the LA Chargers here. I wonder what happened to Fred. Is he coming?
I'm not sure. He
feels
said
like Aaron Rodgers will play forever, is what Nigel says. He's going to let LeBron James out there play.
Yeah, So
Robert
again, what he said, age difference. So I'm looking at we're doing the veteran type football, which I think we need to get away from. As Steelers, we get this old coach, we get the old quarterback, we running old players. We have to kind of cleanse up that area and start putting something, like you said, the bench, work some of the good talent that's on the bench, some younger people. And I think it'll turn around, but I'm still under construction.
Yeah.
With a steel mill here, so we got to keep going. And I think it'll turn around probably in the next year or so.
Yeah, I mean, all that being said, going back to the Steelers, I do like the fact that they signed Jamel Dean as a cornerback there out of Tampa. I like the fact that they brought in Michael Pittman Jr., wide receiver from the Colts there. They're showing more balance here. I like the fact they just added a young offensive lineman. Tomlin wanted to hang on to the defensive side. I don't know how much say he had in the draft, but it seems like a lot of these coaches, they make more money than the general manager. Whichever side of the ball they're on, the team usually leans into that side in the money and in early in the draft. Now, except for the Titans, they got a defensive-minded head coach. They took a wide receiver with the 4th pick, which none of us like. We wanted to go with the lineman, defensive lineman or offensive lineman. But it kind of seems like that's what it is, And I was hoping they went with a young coach, though. But I do think that this guy's underrated, though. McCarthy is underrated as a head coach. What were you going to say, Carlos?
Dallas just made a pick.
Dallas?
Who they pick?
Hold on. Let me say it here. I got to do this. Man, you've been following the same guy here. Okay, Dallas selects defensive end Malachi Lawrence out of UCF. So Dallas has added an extra edge rusher here. I do like the fact they took Caleb Downs with that secondary pick here. This guy, a high-end upside defender. He's a top 10 in UCF, University of Central Florida history. And sacks, those surgeries on both shoulders did create medical concerns for teams.
What are they doing? They had the opportunity to solidify that defense with the safety.
They should have went with the edge rusher from Auburn, yeah.
I mean, what are they? Oh my goodness, I don't understand. And they
flashy player. Jerry Jones likes flashy players. He's a flashy guy himself.
He'd be flashing that surgery still on them shoulders, man.
On
like
them shoulders, man. That's rough.
Yeah. So that's the write-up on him. That's the write-up on
that's like under 70%, two shoulders, right?
And think about, look, check this out. Caden McDonald from Ohio State, Kendrick Falk from Auburn. Got you had on the secondary, you could have got Finnenan, you could have got Warren from Toledo, who's a hard-hitting safety. You could have got Avon Terrell from Clemson. You could have solidified your defense, and you got a guy who is going to help your defense but not solidify it. I don't understand.
Oh wow, the Browns have already made a pick too. This is going fast, guys. Check this out. Hold on. Okay, Browns have selected a wide receiver from Texas A&M, Casey Concepcion. He's got the French name. Concepcion can line up inside or outside, totaling 919 yards, 10 total touchdowns last year. Though he did have some drops, he tries to get ahead of the ball. KC Concepcion goes to the Browns. I thought, in air quotes, the Browns would take the receiver, Kevin, out of Ohio State that the Titans taken. But, of course, they did not take that. The Titans ended up taking a receiver like foolish that they did. This is a pretty good pick, though. This guy he was considered graded in the 20 to 25. So Browns are having a pretty good draft so far. Take an offensive lineman, take a receiver. My general thing is if the grade is even close there, Roy, you want to take in the first round defensive lineman, offensive lineman, not unless you're totally stacked at those two units. If you're totally stacked at those two units, not unless quarterback or whatever, but quarterback aside, you want to take those positions in the first round, skill players in the second round, generally speaking, but these general managers do not like to do that for some reason nowadays.
Yeah.
So
that's the key to it all.
Huh?
Offensive line and defensive line. That's just, that's it. That's it in a nutshell.
Yeah. I mean, it's not fantasy football. They don't sell tickets, The Cincinnati Bengals got two wide receivers. They're paying them a lot of money. You see a lot of 8-year-olds with those wide receiver jerseys on in the stands. You think the owners are pushing for that. But they haven't made the playoffs in 3 years, because they can't get stops on defense, man. And the quarterback's hurt all the time, but they're not protecting him. So they look great. But, if the guy can't run his route and your quarterback's on his rear end, you're going to have a problem.
Yeah. A constant problem. So, we got to fix this. We got to fix this situation with the Steelers. I'm glad the draft is in Pittsburgh. Maybe that'll give us some sort of insight. A little blessing here and there,
Yeah.
But it's good vibes. Everybody's happy. This guy that just went to the Eagles, he was dressed pretty good. I forgot the young guy's name.
Did he really?
Yeah, he was dressed to impress. He just went to the Eagles. I think he was a cornerback.
The Eagles. Let me look at him. Oh, Malachi Lemon. Yeah. He's a receiver from USC. Now, the Eagles have an offensive line. They have a defense. They're going to move off their receiver. The Eagles, here's a big question. What's your top pick of the draft so far? My top pick of the draft, I definitely like Mendoza. I like Mendoza going to the Raiders, the Indiana quarterback. I think he's a player.
Carnell Tate to the Titans.
Yeah, Carnell Tate was just, golly. Man, what a bad pick.
Oh my God, what a dysfunction.
Jordan Tyson was a worse pick going to New Orleans. This guy played 34 games in 4 years. He misses games every single year. He's had hamstring injuries. You never take players that are very talented but yet injured in the first round. That's another mistake the Titans made a few years ago. They took this guy, I think his name was Caleb Farley, who's a cornerback out of Virginia Tech. The guy was hurt the whole time, wasn't he, Kevin?
Yeah, can't stay healthy.
Well, Trey Burke was hurt a lot too.
Who?
Trey Burke.
Trey Burke. See, there you go. I don't even remember him. You said in the ER rather than the OR, or in the OR more than
in the ER. But yeah, so,
yeah, it's something, man. The Steelers, so far so good with them. We'll see what happens, man. You know, they still need a quarterback, but you don't want to rush that position and overdraft it. The Titans made that mistake a few years ago. I thought Kenny Pickett was the answer a few years ago. That was kind of a rush pick. That was it was desperation pick. He played for University of Pittsburgh, and he turned out not to be a starter in the NFL. So it's good. Maybe they'll take a guy later, or maybe they'll just be patient and take one next year, like the Jets will likely do. Because next year is supposed to be stacked. There's 2 quarterbacks I know off the top of my head that's going to it's Moore and Arch Manning. What's that, Carlos?
So Traylon Burke was out of the 2022 draft. He was drafted 18th.
Oh, the Titans pick. Yeah, that's the receiver. Also a guy that's hurt all the time.
Yeah.
Wow.
On your worst pick, who you reckon you're thinking behind that decision? The worst pick of this draft so far is Jordan Tyson to the Saints.
Yeah, got to be that. That's got to be the
34 games in 4 years. 4 years.
Wow.
There's 13 games in
Is that's due to injuries?
Yeah.
Yes.
And he had an injury this year. He played like 3 or 4 games. I don't understand the thought behind that. Oh, he makes good highlights. The part of ability is availability, man. You know?
Yeah.
Well, he got guaranteed money. He got drafted in the top 10, and now he's going to be playing in Louisiana. So, I mean,
yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Oh, wow. I was hoping Brother Fred would come up in here because there's been a move here.
What the Bears
made a pick. The Bears have made a pick here.
They got the Bears are in to pick anybody.
Bears at 25 will select safety Dylan Thiemann.
Thank you.
Yes, Oregon. He's the best safety available there.
Yes.
First team All Big Ten selection. The versatile defensive back. Impacted the game deep in the box safety. He's the second best safety on the board other than Caleb Downs here. Great pick there for the Bears. Trying to think if I had them. The Bears don't have any really gaudy holes. Let me see what.
No, they're young. That's the problem. They're young, and they're going to even get better now with this pick. They solidify the back end, which they were having problems with last year, which is one of the reasons why they couldn't. They struggled. Was they couldn't.
I had them take Emmanuel Warren out of Toledo. That was the next safety on the board there.
Yeah, that
was good.
Yeah,
Caleb Farley was a worst round talent before he was injured. He was never returned afterwards. They took a shot and missed. Yeah, that was a bad move, though, Kevin. They should not have done that with Tennessee. You never do that in the first round. You can do that in the later rounds, but just don't do it in the first round. You ever go to Fred?
I was thinking that was him.
Oh, okay. He may be sidetracked. It's all good, man.
Yes, sir.
Wait, real quick before what is your hope for the Pittsburgh Steelers this year? Besides going to the Super Bowl, like what do you think is in reality?
Expectations there with their situation there, Roy.
Yeah, because you got a new coach, and you got and you might get,
but you don't know.
With the new coach, Aaron Rodgers, got to see what their chemistry is together, and how Aaron can lead the team, completing passes. He did pretty good with some yardage. It's just communication and connections. The mental thing. So if they can synchronize these plays because we got the older players. We can get to the spot because we're smarter, but we still need the youth. It's more than just we the veteran players, but the age to catch in on the body. So we got time. We still got some young players that'll help as well. So I think they'll be pretty good. I think we'll make a playoff, and we'll see from there. Just depends on what these picks are tonight, and these people perform like we expect them to.
Well, they had a good free agency. I talked about those two players, and we don't know exactly what's going to happen with the Ravens. They had a lot of turnover too,
right?
And Cincinnati's had a bunch of injuries, and we just mentioned them. And we don't know what's going to happen with the new coach with Cleveland. So the Steelers are right there,
Yeah.
So I have in that division, I have Cleveland winning it. I believe that.
He's going out on the board, ain't he?
Yeah. No, listen, I have Munkin is a great coach for a quarterback in an offense. He gets them banging out. He's going to get at least 27 to 30 points a game. So if in the division, if Pittsburgh is struggling defensively and the Ravens struggle, they usually don't struggle defensively, but now they got a new coach. I think those two things will push those teams down with the new coaching. And so there'll be Cleveland, there'll be the Ravens, Pittsburgh, and then on the tail end, the last team, they'll battle out. So I got them. I got Pittsburgh coming out third. If they don't make those moves they need to make to get those older players out of that defense.
Get them a little rest and just have them do a little better coaching with the younger ones.
Mm-hmm.
Help them work the bench, and it should turn out to be fine. But they have to do it. It's not let's talk about it.
Yeah, it's hard to tell what they're going to do. A lot of it is just staying healthy, man.
Yes. Yeah.
And the poor guy's healthy. I'm trying to get caught up on my thing here.
I feel like Cincinnati is going to have the best team that doesn't improve.
Really?
The best team that doesn't improve?
Right. They'll have the best team on paper that doesn't make any improvement. The Ravens will be competitive, and the Steelers will gut out those 12 to 10 point. Those games that are like less than 20 points. Like 13-7, they'll get those. They'll win those. That's going to be maybe five or six games for them. So they'll be. That's what I'm saying. Those three teams will be competing for a place.
I think the Ravens, they high energy, real competitive, but some it's a lot of the times they get a little bit excited.
They're not going to be the same team as last year. Remember last year they had to win the last 5 games. This is not going to happen to them this year, I don't think. But
they're going to be more concentrated, under control. Just relax. It's not an iron team because a couple of them play by themselves.
I know. They ain't no iron team, but there's an iron interception, and they make sure they better not get any of those.
Michael Jordan used to say, "There's not an iron team, but there's an iron win."
Yeah,
it is.
That was his comeback,
Yeah, and I like it.
We'll see what happens with Dallas, man. I thought Dallas has had a pretty good offseason. With adding, they added this guy, edge rusher, Rashawn Gary from Green Bay. They made the trades there. I like Caleb Downs. Let's see if this other guy stays healthy. I mean, he's a star, and quite frankly, I got to give him credit. They draft pretty good. Dallas does. It's just when Jerry comes up with some kind of crazy move, you never know what he's going to do. They usually overpay their players. Like Dak's making $60 million at quarterback. Wow. And he's overpaid, man. I like him, but he does not worth $60 million.
Wait, you think Dak Prescott is overpaid? He's been an MVP candidate for the last 3 seasons.
At $60 million, dude.
But you can't. The problem is you can't find a good quarterback. I bet you a Pittsburgh fan would like Dak Prescott and his team.
Yeah.
You would.
Yeah.
No, I like that.
that.
He's worth about 40, 35.
Listen, if Dak Prescott's not on the Dallas Cowboys team, they don't win 6 games.
Well, they're going to take care of their own. I'm surprised that they did not pay, whatchamacallit, what's his name, that they traded to Green Bay there. I'm surprised they did. Who?
Michael Parsons?
Yeah, Parsons. I'm not surprised. I was for sure they were going to pay him a ton of money,
Because he's like Swiss cheese. He tastes good up front, but he got all the holes in the left and leaving people running behind him.
Yeah.
He's not a.
They ended up trading him. They couldn't stop the run. They had a good pass rush. They got wise there. I'm just trying to.
And Green Bay didn't do much better with him. They pretty much were almost the same team with him on there. Like they wasn't scaring anybody.
No, that's true. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah.
Nobody was scared to play Green Bay. Plus, LaFleur is pretty. You already know. I think that he's very. What's that word?
Soft.
Not soft, but he's very. Not just pragmatic, but he's very. I can't remember the word, but
predictable. Oh, we got another pick here, folks. Sorry, I was trying to catch this thing up here. Okay, so the 6th pick owns the Houston. They traded up, I guess. They took a guard out of Georgia Tech, Keelan Rutledge. It's a trenches pick here. Houston, very good defense. You saw them against your Steelers last year, Roy. They got nasty against the Steelers. Offensive line had some issues. Stroud took a step back. Looked like he was overthinking it last year. Fumbled the ball a few times out of the snap.
Mm-hmm.
I still got faith in him. I got still got faith in Stroud. I just think that he's at times he looks like he's lost his confidence. That being said, they're still winning games. They're still getting to the playoffs here. They still seem to be disciplined in the draft. So I do like this pick. I don't know where this player ranks. I have to go back to my notes here and see where he ranks at. What's the write-up on him? Let's see.
The 49ers are next.
Yeah, and they need an offensive lineman as well.
Well,
but you know what? I don't know if the ranking is there.
Right. That's the thing. There you go.
That's the guard. He's an old school guard you'll find in the draft. He's a riser in the process of coaches. He got involved. The trade inverts Houston. They traded with the Bills. Picks 25th and 91 to the Bills in exchange for 28 and 69 and 169. So they traded up a Buffalo to get this number 77. They must have really liked this guy to trade up for him.
So here's the thing.
Yeah, go ahead, Carlos.
Flip the coin for San Francisco. You either get Lemieux or you get Falk.
Oh, Lemieux, yes. No, get Lemieux. Yeah, I thought Lemieux was going to go to your Steelers, Roy. He's a left tackle out of Utah. Yeah.
Who grabbed him?
Huh?
He's available. Those are available for San Francisco.
Available players.
Oh, yeah. They're available. Okay.
Yeah, I think for me, I think those are the two guys you choose from, and either you choose Falk, you flip the coin, or you choose Lemieux.
I thought they may try to move up.
Yeah, I think they should have tried to snatch him.
Who did I take at Frisco? I'm trying to think. Man, this thing is going by quick. This is going by quick here. I had him taking Blake Miller from Clemson, who's already off the board. He ends up going way up at 17 to the Detroit Lions. So, yeah, Caleb Lemieux, the left tackle out of Utah, this would be a home run for the San Francisco 49ers, who just signed Williams to a 2-year extension. But he's a left tackle that's 37 years old, and he's had injuries last year. He's another guy, very talented when he plays, but he's missing a lot of games due to his age. Probably a Hall of Famer. You gotta get that other left tackle in to replace him and work him in off your bench there. Caleb Lemieux would be a home run hit left tackle out of Utah, in my opinion. Built in the trenches there, Roy. I guess Fred, is he not going to be able to make it?
Probably not. I was trying to
couldn't get a hold of him. Well,
yeah,
tell him thanks anyways for coming in the past. I understand. I sent out a bunch of fillers tonight. It's getting late. A lot of people got to work.
I think the link he was having trouble with.
He was having trouble with the link?
Yeah.
Yeah, I sent it to him. I don't know. Let me see. I can try it again real quick while we're talking, guys.
Yeah.
I had them picking CJ Allen. But that's
CJ Allen?
Yeah,
Hold on, guys. Let me see if I can try this, and we'll send our guy the link here.
Here, let me see. CJ Allen.
Let's see. But if not, it's okay. It's getting towards the end here. If it comes up.
What these guys gotta talk about? They can't pick a player?
Who's that?
The 49ers?
I really hope that they picked them. We'll go back up here, guys.
Is it just me with the 49ers team? But I think they got some huge players.
They're big team.
Players seem huge and a little rough in the.
Did they change it to the Dolphins?
Oh, wow. Okay, guys. There's been a trade here. The Dolphins have traded up to 27 with the 49ers. And the Dolphins made a pick, man. Here, Dolphins got like a gazillion third-round picks. Yes, cornerback Chris Johnson from San Diego State. I've not heard of him. Dolphins have a new general manager staff, and that, you know what? They had a lot of picks in the third round. They wanted a guy, particularly in the first round. So now I'm trying to see. I didn't know the Dolphins. Oh, they had that late first round pick from Denver. Remember that? So they made it a trade with Jalen Waddle from Denver, the receiver. So I guess the Dolphins will be picking next, or the 49ers, if I'm not mistaken. That's interesting. Man, yeah, a lot of trades here. Oh, no, excuse me. No, Buffalo will be picking now at 28. The 49ers will be picking at 30 now.
Yeah, we switched it.
And I mentioned the guy from Tennessee, the cornerback.
McCoy.
Mold, I guess is Mud or whatever. They come back from injury. He's still on the board. Very talented, but he's another guy come back from ACL surgery. But he's not really an injury-prone player, but he did come back from a pretty serious injury, which scares some teams off, rightfully so. He's not an injury-prone player like a guy, like I mentioned, this Jordan Tyson, who's played 34 games in 4 years and was still in the top 10.
So why is this?
Okay, now there's been another trade. Looks like the Patriots are at 28 now.
Somebody trying to pick up.
So the Patriots here trying to get your mind off the Dino Rossini, Mike Vrabel, a player there, which they've been in the news again. Did you hear about that, Carlos?
I heard that they got the New York Times posted pictures of them from a few years back.
Yeah, back in 2020 kissing. So, Roy, I was giving you a heads up on that. Wow. Did you hear about that, Roy?
Mike Vrabel kissing.
Yeah, so he's the former coach of the Titans.
Yeah.
He's had some pictures that's been leaked out of him making out with a reporter, and he's married, she's married, and also there's some pictures of him and her at a adult resort or whatever, not a bookstore, but resort, and it don't look good. He's going to counseling now, and she's quit her job. She had to resign. It's more of a PR nightmare than it is more of a, anything else, more of an ethical. Go ahead, Carlos.
Well, he did a good job of carrying the team as far as
he's a great coach. That's why he's still a coach.
Yeah.
Okay, the Patriots. Hold on, folks. The Patriots have made a move here. Tell cousin Fred, I'm sorry to hear about that. I thought I sent it to him. The Patriots selected Caleb Lemieux at left tackle. Saw him get destroyed in the Super Bowl on that side there because of the short arms of their left tackle. I think his name was Matt Campbell. You saw him get destroyed there, but the defensive line of Seattle there. So they took a left tackle, man. Good job, Patriots.
Good job, Patriots.
Made by the freaking 49ers. The Patriots saw what we were talking about. We're talking about Caleb Lemieux. Caleb, he's a great left tackle. They made a move out of it.
That's a good pick right there for them.
That's a good pick by New England, man.
I dislike that pick from New England.
Yeah,
that put a little spot on them too, man.
They made a great pick.
It's already a good team. You know, they're very competitive. That just added to it.
Yeah, they just made that team a lot stronger, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I don't know. They're not telling him I sent it to him again, man. I don't know maybe he's got a different email.
Yeah.
Tell him my bad, man.
Yeah.
Oh, do you want me to call him and get his I could call him and put him on loudspeaker.
Oh yeah. I could do that too.
Yeah, he call him and put him on loudspeaker, and then we could get his take on the Bears real quick.
Okay.
Before we end this draft, which is just about over with, everybody's picking fast.
Oh yeah.
Kansas City, San Francisco, Buffalo, and then Seattle.
Yeah, we're just about
Fred.
done.
We got you on speakerphone, so Robert wanted to get you on speakerphone. He's probably sorry about the link.
Did you get him on there? I can't hear him.
Yeah, that's Brother Butler.
Yeah, you got him on speaker?
Yes, sir.
I can't hear him. Tell him, let me call him if that's okay.
He said he gonna call you.
Because I got
to call you.
Man, he got that mic.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's him calling you now.
Hello.
Hey, Fred.
What's going on, my brother?
Can you guys hear Fred?
Yes.
Huh?
Okay, Fred, what do you think? That was a good pick, that safety out of Oregon. What do you think about that?
Yeah, no, that was good. We lost Bayard, you know what I mean? I like Bayard, man. He led the league in interceptions, man. I'm like, why y'all gonna get rid of him? But, okay.
He fell to you. I thought that was a very good pick. That's why I wanted to call you, man.
Yeah, that's a good pick for the Bears. Most people in the city, they was looking for defense anyway, whether it's on the edge or whatever the case may be. So we got some work to do.
Yeah, I had him taking the safety out of Toledo because I thought he would be off the board. I thought it was a very good pick. I think he's about 5 or 6 ranks ahead of where you picked him at. So it looks like a potential steal for the Bears.
Man, that's a nice pick for us, man. Like I said, after losing Bayard, you got to remember, he led the league in interceptions. So that's a hole for us, you know what I mean? And he a young guy, so,
yeah,
you know, him, Caleb, and in the group, I like that.
Go ahead.
You got a player in this guy who could play not just on the outside, but he can play a little bit on the inside. He hits really hard too. So, you know, you could just wave your hand to Bayard really good and just be glad you got this young cat. He's going to do – I think he's going to do actually a lot better, especially the way he's
pretty high on him. I got another question. What are your thoughts about your center retiring like that, man? What are y'all going to do?
Come on, man. Look, I say this, you know, mental health and a lot of things is very serious. We do that in the city for kids. That's what I do.
Oh, was it mental health? I didn't know that. I thought it was physical elements.
And the physical leads to your mental. You know, when you, like I told my Achilles, man, that was the most emotional I ever felt. I never knew a lot of things in my life. You know, when you deal with your physicality and all that, especially if you're an athlete, it leads to mental issues. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Retired in his prime, man. Yeah, that's unfortunate. You think you traded DJ Moore, you think you'll pick up another center in the second round or so?
Man, I hope so. You know, we just need to build. The O-line is okay. they at least protecting Caleb, so that's cool. Even though we lost him, we still got Tony. Pro bowler. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
that's cool. You know what I mean? So we good on that end. It's just the defense for us, man. I think we'll be good. Minus him, even though he's a really good player.
All right, man. I want to get you anything you want to add. I'm gonna let you and Roy go here. I hate to hold you guys so late, man. I appreciate you coming on at this hour.
Man, no problem. Hey, look, man. Hey, the safety. How you pronounce his last name? Because that's what I'm gonna start calling him in the city.
I think it's like Thielemann, but I'm probably jacking it up too. It's a mouthful.
We're gonna give him a name in the city, and he's gonna be called White Boy.
He's gonna be like John Lynch, ain't he?
Yeah. White Boy in the city. He gonna get hit. That's White
Just call him DT. Just call him his initials, DT.
He's gonna give us something we ain't used to. That's White Boy.
Hey, you know what? Him and Caleb Downs are two of the top safety, and I love Downs.
I like Downs too. Too.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Hey man, how you feel about the drive? Who you rooting for? Can I ask you that?
Well, I mean, we're out of Nashville. I
seen what Tennessee did earlier. I seen them.
Carnell Tate. We wanted one of the defensive linemen, or maybe Jeremiah Love. I thought that was horrible, man. You got to get trenches first, maybe trade down, and it just did not work out here. We're not sure if our guys that's running the Titans know what they're doing, man. Hopefully,
we talked about that last season. I was hoping we talked about that last season. I was hoping you was more hopeful. Hey, look, man, I had the backdrop set up. I had Chucky in the background again because I know that's your man.
I like Chucky. He does his quarterback show.
Yeah, I had Chucky in the background waiting 2 hours.
Yeah, I sent you 2 links. I don't know. I have to go back and check on that. Maybe I have to send you to another email.
Man, don't worry about it, man. I really love your energy, Butler. I promise you, man.
That's why I called you. I loved your energy, man.
Man, I believe in you, Butler. I promise you. I believe in you. Man, I like the way you talk this football talk. I told you I'm a basketball guy, but I've done it done. I'll be on my homework, man. I told you this is a Bears city in Chicago, so
yeah.
Yes, sir.
And if you ever come to the city, man, I promise you, I got you.
All right. Yeah.
I got you.
I've been wanting to check it out. Maybe you guys come down here. I'll have to hook you guys up with something to eat, add a beer or something. That it's going to be great. I other than your center leaving, I mean, the Bears, I'm pretty high on the Bears. They might go far. I like what Detroit did in the draft. They got a tackle. They needed a tackle. Not sure what Green Bay is going to do. They traded away their pick. So,
man, forget Green Bay, man.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I just say
that's your big rival, yeah.
Forget Green Bay.
Right now, if you go and you look on YouTube, Michael Parsons is on Bleacher Report right now. They covering the draft. He ain't even salute the little white boy safety. I told you that's my nickname for him. He ain't even salute him, man, because Chicago, Green Bay, man. Come on, this Chicago. You feel me?
Yeah, hey, yeah. Well, they're probably good. They're definitely going to be one of the picks to get to the Super Bowl year. I mean, with that young talent, man. Was you okay with them trading DJ Moore? You kind of had an influx of receivers.
Man, I love DJ Moore. I was kind of mad that they did that and sent him to the Bills too. And we played the Bills this year. You remember? We played them this year. So
he got some good backs.
I don't want us to lose that momentum, man. We done gutted our defense. I don't want, Caleb, and we lost our center, like you said.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be like when, what was Buddy's name, man? I stopped watching the Bears when he was
Buddy Ryan.
No, not Buddy Ryan, the quarterback. Man, I stopped watching the Bears when he gave up on the sideline against the Packers. What was Buddy's name? His wife was on the reality show.
Oh, you talking about Vanderbilt coach? What's his name? Vanderbilt.
Jay Cutler.
Cutler.
Cutler's too moody, man.
Yeah.
Moody, man. Come on, bro. You're not built for the city, man. Like,
yeah,
hey, bro, you all Xanax, man.
People try to blame his what do you call it? The sugar issue, diabetes, but
diabetes.
I think he's just an arrogant. There's a guy I know that does flower deliveries here in Nashville. Went to his house before. They said he's just a moody jerk, man.
Man, that's what I'm saying.
I don't think it's diabetes.
It was a 2-year period where I love my Bears, man. I promise you. When I seen them check out on the sideline against Green Bay in the playoffs, and he's just on the sideline looking like, whatever.
Right. I remember that game. That was in the playoffs.
I say, bro, the camera panned right to him, Butler. I was like, man, hey, what's up with you, man?
I know exactly what game you're talking about,
the
too.
The city lost hope. You understand? After that, then we ain't have a good quarterback since then. He was a decent quarterback. I give him that.
Yeah.
He could throw the rock, man.
Yeah, I love that.
What's that guy? What's for the Bears? I think that's the receiver, number 2. What's his name again?
Back in the day or now?
No, now.
Oh,
number 2 or 12.
Rome Odunze?
Zacchaeus?
He's number 2. He caught that touchdown pass.
The Butler. Oh no, that's young boy. Oh, I like him.
Yeah, the real fast guy. I can't remember his name.
Number 2. Yeah, he's fast. He catch the ball under a lot of pressure.
Right in the corner. Remember the corner end zone?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the guy. Yeah.
I like your tight end Loveland too. It's great,
man.
Love
this. Hey, I'm putting it. Hey, look, Butler.
Yeah.
Look, I'm from Chicago. I don't want to go crazy.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Butler is the new Gronk to me.
Oh, Loveland, yes. I don't think that's too hot a take, to be honest with you.
He's the new Gronk to me.
I think he's more like Tony Gonzalez, but yeah, he's good.
I got him over. They're gonna be the new Kelsey. If you know what I mean, like I feel like.
Yeah. No, that you know what? And look, they're going into the second year of Ben Johnson's offense too. He's going into his second year. He can make a big jump. He could be a mega star, man.
Yeah. He already is a star in the city.
I'm talking about on the national scene, man.
Hey, look. I say this, and I know I'm talking a lot, but look.
No, it's okay.
My daughter do flag football.
Yeah.
She was a sophomore in high school. It became a sanctioned sport in Illinois. So
yes.
Man, she's real good. She made the All-State team. We were at the Bears Stadium. They brought 53 players out the state. She made one of them.
Nice.
I love her for that. So we were in Tampa.
Yeah.
For the Bears playoff game against my man them out there, the LA Rams.
Yeah.
So we had a layover, and guess what we laid over at?
Where?
Nashville.
Oh, nice.
We laid over in Nashville. So it's halftime. The pilot let us watch the game on the plane.
Oh, nice. Man. Oh, that was a tight game too, man. It come down to
it. I promise, man, when he caught that touchdown in the corner, man,
that number 2, that guy.
Yeah.
The whole plane.
He took everything out of him to hold that ball.
Oh man, I had to go down though when that guy got the I think his name was Carroll, that interception.
Look, and this is what they keep trying to blame it on DJ Moore in the city, like that.
Yeah.
ESPN radio.
Oh wow, really?
Man, that's why he out here. One of the reasons why man, they tried to blame man. I'm like, y'all can't blame man. Caleb did not throw the right pass, or Ben didn't set the right play. Like he didn't.
Yeah.
Man, like DJ Moore just come on, man. He got the touchdown against Green Bay the week before that. DJ Moore forever.
Yeah, who was that receiver you got from Missouri in the draft last year?
Oh, Luther Burden.
Luther Burden is the reason why they moved off more. Because you got him and Oladipo.
Yeah, I didn't want to do that. I thought we could have kept him another year, but I understand money. They need to free up some money.
Right, you got to free it up, and you still got room. I'm going to get off here, man. Appreciate you, buddy. We'll bring you back on here. We'll double check it next time.
Yes, sir.
I'm about to wrap this thing up. Fred, everybody. I'm going to give you a round of applause for that.
All right, Fred.
Good job, Fred.
You, brother.
All right, Carlos.
All right,
Butler.
See
you. Howard Cosell.
I appreciate that. I love Howard Cosell. Thanks, buddy.
All right, man.
Boy. Appreciate you, man. Let me give you a round. We got to finish up the draft, buddy. See you, man. Have a good one. Carlos, what have we gotten behind on here? Has the 49ers picked yet?
Yeah, we got 3 picks. We got 3 picks in.
Okay.
The next pick is the Kansas City Chiefs. They picked.
Oh, the Titans traded up.
Yeah.
with the Buffalo Bills and got Kendrick Falk. Okay, now they've redeemed himself a little bit.
They did. That's why I got excited when. So,
I saw you give me all these signals. I thought something's happened. Okay, so let's go ahead and let me do the little jingle here. The Titans have picked Kendrick Falk, everybody.
Nice, yeah.
Okay, so they traded up. I don't know if they gave up their second round pick. The Jets traded back in the second round and got Omar Cooper. That's the wide receiver out of Indiana.
I like that pick.
Who did they trade up? Oh, the 49ers?
49ers, yeah.
What are the 49ers doing? They must not have good grades. The Chiefs. Okay, I like this pick right here.
They end up picking Peter
Woods, defensive tackle. He's got a first-round grade on him.
Yeah.
And the Steelers are on the phone with Malachi Lemon before they go. So those are really good picks. So Tennessee did get Kevin Falk, Kevin Carroll. That's not bad. That's a first grade for Tennessee. Now Buffalo, I don't know why you didn't take Kevin Falk, but
yeah. Listen, the Tennessee Titans went from getting a C to almost an A- with this pick.
You think so?
Oh yeah, but Kendrick Falk, man, he was high on a lot of boards, man.
Okay, the Tennessee gave the 35th to 66. I didn't like that. They gave up their second round pick.
That's okay. This kid.
I want them to get a center, man. What are they going to do about center?
Listen, they need a defense as well, man. They need a defense as well.
Yeah, they need the edge rusher. He was considered to be. I had him going 15 to Tampa.
Yeah,
a lot of people have Falk going 15 to Tampa.
There's still guys on the board, man. There's still.
Okay, wait a minute. The Seahawks.
The pick is in.
Wow. Seahawks take running back off the board. Jordanian Price, running back from Notre Dame, folks. Notre Dame. He's second. Nice. Now, very talented player, has fumble issues. They're going to have to work on that in practice. The head coach there, and of course the running back coach. He was the second running back. I didn't think another running back would go in the first round, but he was the second rated running back. What is your thoughts about that? He's placing who is it?
Walker the third.
Yeah, Walker, who went to Kansas City. What's your thoughts?
I think Seattle could have gotten another player, but with the Njigba deal,
there either. Yeah,
with an Njigba deal and then losing Walker, I think even though the Njigba deal was good, the Walker deal hurt them. So I think getting a running back now, we have to be real about this running back from Notre Dame. He didn't get the shine because of Love taking all the credit, there. So this is a really decent running back that the quarterback is going to give the ball to. So, and take the pressure off. So, and there's no pressure for him to perform at a high rate anyways. He's a grinder. He did a lot of work.
Yeah, he's a very good player, but he's got
for Notre Dame. Well, he's averaging like 3.4 yards a game.
Yeah.
Even after Love, Love was averaging 4.2 or something like that. So that's not bad if you think about it. So
yeah.
As long as they have the front in front of him, he's going to be okay. So
you're saying that now, that's the end of the first round.
That's right.
And the 49ers did not take a pick, and neither did the Buffalo Bills in the first round, folks. Is that correct?
That's right.
Yeah. So, man, I want to thank you for coming on, Carlos. Been a great trooper. Wanted to thank Coach Kevin Carroll coming on. Nigel, Chad, Jason Patterson, Julian Meredith, 3-star quarterback here out of Nashville, getting his take on everything. Of course, neighbor Roy, brother Fred, getting these two guys to come on here. Jason Patterson. Am I missing anybody?
Well, thank you, Robert. Thank you for having all of us on, man. I appreciate you.
Yeah, this has been a great show. It's went by like, man, it feels like it's 20 minutes, don't it? This went really fast, man.
There's a lot of content to give, a lot of information, and everybody's hyped up for their team. I wish everybody good luck for this coming season. Good luck to these players that were picked. Everybody have a good night, and this will just keep going for the next few days. So have fun with your teams, and hopefully you get look forward to getting these young players on your team. So
yeah, look, the Giants had a great night tonight, man. I think they're doing good. I thought the Rams had a good night getting Ty Simpson.
Yeah, sometimes we often forget, even though these kids get drafted, they don't automatically go on a team. They still have to get contracted. So hopefully these contracts work out for a lot of these players, because there's a lot of energy for these teams to try to get these guys and get them in on the team. So,
all right, Mad New Yorker. Appreciate you, brother. Have a good night, man. And everybody, we'll see it. Thanks, everybody. If you like the show, please share the show. I'll see you probably Monday to do a quick recap. And, of course, we'll replay this show. Again, have a good night, everybody. We'll see you next time here